people, so good morning and welcome to Off the Record. Stephan and Mr X in your company. Big up the Ground Report team. Oh gosh, that pigeon piece looking good, boy. Look at that pilau now, boy. Oh gosh. I'm on and eat since last night. Oh God. Seasoning everything. But good morning to the Ground Report team. Taking it 6 to 9.
Morning.
Hope everybody had a good day yesterday. Hope all enjoying the World Cup. I didn't enjoy that game yesterday with Belgium and Senegal at all. It cost me money. And I do like to lose money. I got 3-something on Senegal to win that game. 3-something. So you know I get in where I fit in.
Right.
Because I know Belgium is underachievers.
Right.
So I put my money where Senegal is. Only for Senegal to blow a 2-0 lead with about 6 minutes to go in the game.
No, that ain't right. I don't see that.
Belgium was, you ever see that? You know it is to have a team. You're playing against an opponent.
Yeah.
And the opponent totally just demoralized.
Right.
That is how Belgium was looking at yesterday in the second half. They had no purpose. Like they had already given up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And Senegal went and opened the door and allowed them to come back and score 2 goals in that 6 minutes.
I don't see that.
To take the game into extra time.
I don't see that.
And then they lose it. They end up giving up a penalty in extra time, and that was it there. But nah, boy. You didn't see that game, boy?
I ain't see that game. I ain't see no games yesterday.
You see no games yesterday?
Nah, I ain't see no
Well,
games.
America beat Bosnia. What is going on out there with microphone and cameraman and all kind of thing going on outside? Look, action going on out there now, boy. What's going on in the corridors? In the corridors of TTT Media Limited. What is going on?
What is going on?
Action this morning,
Yeah,
boy.
man.
Real drama.
Yeah, so they're going in the office or kind of thing.
Yeah, they're going in office and then. Well, they must go on interview Stanley, but Stanley very early. Truth be told.
That will be a sweet 100 thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and then.
remember 12 days, 100 days of Christmas.
Oh yes, July. We in
July
the
1st.
Christmas in July.
Yes, and yesterday.
That started yesterday. Christmas in July. That's true, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. And then, well, they didn't see the England game. England and Congo. Congo had England 1-0 long, you know.
I didn't see that either. I didn't see no game yesterday.
Congo was leading England 1-0. Now, England was running at them. That Congo goalkeeper well saved them. But Congo could have scored at least 2 or 3 in the first half.
Right.
And England come back and win the game 2-1, boy. Harry Kane scored 2.
Yeah, Harry Kane getting on, boy.
Yes. But here is England's problem now.
Yeah.
I said from the start, this is England's World Cup to lose.
To lose, yeah.
Right. The problem England have now is England had to face Mexico. No.
Good. And they predicted the Mexico-Portugal final. Eh?
What?
They predicted a Mexico-Portugal final.
Who sprung in? Somebody on drugs?
No.
I don't know if they're on the same. Mexico and them not on the same.
With the way how they start off here. With the way how they start off. With in the 16, 32 in the 16 kind of thing.
Yeah, they wrong the 32 to the 16.
Anything is possible. Buddy.
Well, we had to see what side. That they draw Mexico on.
The first time Portugal, Netherlands lead the game so early. In years.
Yeah. In years. They usually go deeper in
Decades,
the
in
tournament.
fact.
All kind of thing going on in the World Cup. Now here what happened, man. Here was the problem with that game with England and Mexico. If it was anywhere else,
Yeah.
I would say England will win the game.
Right.
But they had to play that game in the Azteca.
Oh, God. High altitude.
High altitude. Mexico taking them up in that high altitude there.
Good.
Now, the only thing could save England
Yeah.
in that high altitude is the hydration breaks.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what it's supposed to accomplish.
Right, because now you ain't had to run 45 minutes.
Right.
You're running 20-something minutes and then another 20-something minutes.
Yeah.
So during the hydration break, they might catch yourself
Catch back the length.
and be able to go that next 20-something minutes. So that hydration break, that's why I do like the hydration break, you know. But then again,
Because the player that height does be a problem.
yeah, Mexico don't lose. Mexico don't lose in the Azteca. They don't ever lose in the Azteca. So if England conquer Mexico in the Azteca,
If
if
I tell you, Mexico-Portugal final, I was Simpson predict.
boy, I don't know now, boy.
The
Portugal
Simpsons-
playing today though.
The Simpsons, the Simpsons predict that. So let's see.
The
Let's
Simpsons predict that.
see. Yeah, the Simpsons predict
But
that.
let the Simpsons go so, eh? No, but Portugal playing today. That's the big game today. Portugal and Croatia. They're playing Croatia. That would be a good game. Two European teams.
That is a big game.
That could be a big game.
That's a big game.
That's a big game today because later tonight.
This one itch and this
yeah,
one
all the itch on them. All the itch on them. Gotta get some Puritan for that game. The deal with all that itching. But on a serious note, let me see. Let me see what we have here, boy. Today. Oh yes, outside Spain playing Austria at 3 p.m.
Yeah, we want to see that.
So the action starts in 3 o'clock. I like the little gap between the first two games.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock is Spain and Austria.
Nah, me want to see that.
Right, and then the main event. The main event today is Portugal, Croatia at 7 p.m.
Portugal, boy.
Yeah.
I'm going by my favorite bar. I sit down and watch that.
I have Portuguese, so you know, we're in the mix. Right, and then the late game at 11 p.m. is Switzerland and Algeria.
No,
right?
me want to see that.
That game could go anywhere. Switzerland and Algeria, that could swing anyway.
Only one game I want to see. 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, but I see prime time. They put prime time, eh? Spain and Austria. Let me tell you something, eh? Spain have a problem. The problem Spain having is they don't have a natural striker.
Right.
They have plenty good players, but they just have a natural 9, a number 9.
Right.
Right? So, but we will see. But Austria ain't no pushover. Austria's a very, very, a very good, tactically sound team.
Right.
Right? So, it got some tactics playing out in that game. So that to me could swing anyway. Switzerland and Algeria could swing any which way. And that Portugal-Croatia game, well, that will be a brawl. Because that could go either way as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
any one of these games, there's a hard betting day, you know. If you're a betting man, I mean, I win a bet yesterday, but I'm just saying, I bet, what happened? Senegal, I bet both teams to score in that game.
Right.
So it was 2-0 with 6 minutes to go, and I say, oh God, but I lost this bet.
Right.
But on the other hand, I bet Senegal to win.
Right,
So I said, well, all right. Well, at least I win over here.
Right. You get us something back.
When Belgium pull one back, I say, all right, I win both bets. Because I had Senegal to win over here, and I have both teams to score over there.
Right.
So I said, nice. And then, well, boy, it happened. It happened. But that's sports for you. That's the beauty of sports, boy. That's why football is the greatest game on the planet. You know what I mean?
Football, boy?
Football is the number one sport in the world.
It's bigger than Super Bowl and shoot.
Yeah, Super Bowl is just an American thing, you know.
Well, that's why I'm saying that. It's just American
That's
thing.
an American thing.
A localized kind of thing.
You have a sport. I tell you, America really back to front, you know. You have a sport, you call it football, but you play it with your hand.
You play with your hand?
They play NFL football.
Yeah.
They play it with their hand.
Right.
Right. You don't play that. They don't play it with the foot. They play with their hand, but they call it football.
And they call it football soccer.
And they call it our game that you just use your foot to play with. Soccer. You see America and them, something wrong with them. Something really wrong with them, you know. But here's the thing with America that you see on social media that trending, eh? And I sit down and I watch it, boy, and I say, you know, Trinidad and Tobago, we just really drop the ball, you know. We don't understand it yet. I don't know if you have seen it trending on social media, but we always get all the negative things that happen in America. The negative media reporting and the negative this and the negative that, right?
Right.
And there are social media videos trending right now where the Europeans, right?
Yeah.
Their fan base. So the Spanish, the English, the Norwegians, all of them, right? Remember, they all over America is thousands of them travel to watch these World Cup games.
Right.
And they are going to places in America and experiencing it for the first time.
Right.
And they are blown away by what they're seeing in America. And they're even saying, yo, I didn't know America was so nice. They said, this is great. They showed you one fan that experienced the refill for the first time. They don't get refills in Europe.
I mean, don't get
When you go to a restaurant,
right,
like a fast food joint,
yeah,
right, or whatever, they just have the refill so that you ask for a drink,
No,
but you
they
just
get
get a free refill.
Yeah.
They do have that in Europe. So the fella's like, well, wait, you mean I could get more for free? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, what? He said, bring on another one. You drink about 5 Cokes. No, serious. They have them. They have them going on, and they in America. So they're going on. They're experiencing the food. They're experiencing the culture.
Right.
They're experiencing Times Square. The Norwegians took over Times Square last week or week before, and they was doing the rowing thing in Times Square. Thousands of them in Times Square. Just take it over. They're really enjoying America, and what they're saying is, you know, we've been watching America on the news. And we didn't think America was so nice because everything on the news is like doom and gloom, like America's, you know, one of the worst places on the planet.
Right.
But we here, and what we experiencing here is like,
But that downtown
you know,
Times Square alone is a marvel.
it's a marvel.
They're set up in the middle where it had the
All
triangle,
the
triangle
yeah, the
in
triangle
middle,
with all the screens
where
and
the-
stuff.
where the cowboy used to be.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
naked cowboy
yeah.
used to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Just that stand up there alone on that piece of real estate there is really remarkable.
But my thing is this, right? Look at that, eh? We just leave here and go to America, right? And then complain about Trinidad. We complain about how much taxes we had to pay. We complain about all kind of things, but we go there and pay the taxes and everything, right? And the difference is, some people just really go and catch it either. They catch your tail and they're living in a basement and all kind of thing. And when they come back here, you would swear they have a 5-bedroom house and they're living in a mansion. But you know, and I know, half of them just go Brooklyn.
Well,
We all them Caribbean diaspora and them is on Queens and them kind of places, right?
Port Script.
Right. They ain't going Manhattan. They can't afford that. Right? So you're going Brooklyn.
When you go back, can't
Right.
afford that. Yeah.
So they just go there and then it must have a reason why they stay there. They stay there because the American dream, what they call the American dream, it is real.
Right.
Right? And the Europeans now that have traveled for the World Cup are now experiencing the marvel of America.
Right.
Right? Even the buildings and everything, they're just marveling over it, right? And my thing is this. The World Cup,
Right.
the world's biggest tournament, bar the Olympics, right? Because the Olympics is multiple sports. There's multiple nations, but it's plenty more. It's every country in the world,
Right.
but and multiple sports. The World Cup is 48 nations and one sport. So
Right.
in terms of any single sport, it is the biggest sport in the world, but it's also a tourist attraction. That's why countries bid.
I'm ready for that. For
And they
the
state the
rights to
case.
Holy World Cup, yeah.
I understand that Jack Warner, when he was the vice president of FIFA, Jack was more powerful than the president of the United States, you know.
Jack had 36 CONCACAF votes.
Exactly. But Jack used to go before kings and
He
queens.
alone had the CONCACAF vote, and that's at 36 block.
Yeah.
That's a very large block of nation.
Yeah. But let me not say more powerful than the president of the United States. I'm going to say more powerful than the prime minister of Trinidad and Tobago. But in that position as vice president of FIFA, royalty, presidents, heads of state used to have to state their case to Jack
Yep.
as to why their country should host the World Cup, you know.
Yeah. Bring the duffel bag, Abdul.
Yeah.
And bring the duffel.
Easy.
Hold on something for considering our offer. For considering our offer.
Yeah,
Not giving
you
us the offer.
So I mean, when you consider that, right?
Uh,
And then we take into consideration what we have done as a tourist, as our largest tourism product,
right.
which is Carnival. When you look at the World Cup and what it has attracted,
Right.
right? All these different fans from all these different countries coming to watch this game, the beautiful game, and traveling to America, Mexico, Canada to experience it, right? And we're talking Europeans,
Right.
by the thousands. Because I've always said Carnival, while it is our largest tourism product, is tourism to who? It in Caucasians.
Well, yeah.
It in the European diaspora, right?
Right.
It is Caribbean people that's come back, that's come to Trinidad. Plenty Trinidadian who live in abroad that's come back home because carnival and wherever. But we're not attracting the European people. We're not attracting no white people, boy. Let me just put it that way.
Well, we have had instances where our carnival has broken off into almost every part of the world thus far.
Yes.
And soca music cannot seem to get off the ground in terms of the big stage for some reason.
Why are you saying it's not getting off the ground?
It's not recognized like all the other genres of music.
But it's not recognized as a genre.
It have no place.
It didn't recognize as a genre.
And
it's like the outside child.
I guess that because again of the numbers. We don't have the numbers. Okay, because Afrobeats came out. But Afrobeats have millions of people behind it. And they are supporting it. So that's why it rise so fast. Because they have so many people around the world that,
And then Africa is the third largest populated continent in the world.
But we don't have the numbers, and soca ain't going no way in terms of being a genre, being recognized as a genre. Yeah. Anyway, that is very unfortunate, because it's so many years that we've been knocking at the door, but we just don't have the numbers.
And the thing is that the people who hear soca music for the first time, they just call it happy music.
Yeah, because that's what it is. It's happy music.
It's happy music. So they enjoy the music, they enjoy the vibe. But for some reason or the other, like you say, despite all the collaborations.
We have collaborated with everybody
American artists.
in the R&B, this
Latin,
one, everybody we have collaborated with. And still, we are not recognized as a genre.
Still.
Calypso,
like we said with Fireball yesterday, is the foundation.
Yeah.
The foundation block for many different genres that have evolved from that foundation
soca
block.
Has
and
gone nowhere. We have pockets of people doing excellent work with the soca. But to say, well, people leaving the house to go out into the soca industry itself, we don't have anything like that. But the only thing we would have is if I get my plan off, if we get replan off the wrong with me and nobody, down in that peninsula
in Chaguaramas there.
Trust me, it will be recognized.
I was now gonna ask this, and maybe the audience, you could help us. We have 365 days a year.
Right.
We do not have 4 seasons.
Right.
It's no winter here.
Right.
There's no autumn. Well, this we have a summer. I don't know nothing about that. I know we are dry season and wet season.
Right. That's what we have.
So, because of the climate here, right, we should be attractive enough to have more than one festival per year.
More than one festival?
Yes.
What kind of festival?
Okay. This is what I'm saying. So we have Carnival. Carnival is tied into Lent.
Right.
And that is a festival of, well, creativity, if you want to put it that way, in terms of mass and well, costumes and pageantry and soca music and calypso and steel pan and everything, right? Good, right, nice. That's the attraction. Let me be real.
Right.
Right? Nobody ain't studying nothing from back in slavery days and all kind of thing come forward. Nobody ain't studying that story.
Right.
Right? That's the history of it and but now what we make money of and what we sell is a totally different thing, right?
Right.
So we have that. That is attracting more Caribbean people than North American or European people. We could agree on that. Despite Carnival being in all different parts of the world, including America.
Right.
So when they have a carnival in Notting Hill, in England, right? How come we not attracting 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 UK-based people to Trinidad? Why we not attracting that?
Come back to Trinidad, I mean?
To come to Trinidad for carnival.
Because everybody has adopted, from since the year 2000, we have had carnivals all over this. Well, we started branching out of the carnival from 2000. And as I told you all the other day, carnival in Trinidad is the most unique carnival that I have ever been to anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
Right? From White Plains to Jersey you just name it, to Notting Hill, to Miami, to you just name it. Every other place has a carnival similar to ours. And,
Yes.
And we have had the morphing of the product. The product itself has gone into different places around the world, right? Till we having themed parties like the Caesar's Army and the Scorch and
all them promoters and
all of them gone all over the world now. So it's not a Trinidad thing anymore. Right? They're able to go out there and make their product.
They have exported their brand.
The product. Yes.
And
So-
the product
Right.
outside.
So in almost every nation, there's a carnival.
Yeah.
Carnival as in Trinidad type carnival kind of thing.
Right.
With a Monday and a Tuesday.
Juve.
Almost every country in the Caribbean has a Monday and Tuesday.
Right.
Every what you call it, Notting Hill, Labor Day, all of them had
Miami
the same
Carnival,
kind of
everybody, same
had
day.
the same kind of
Carnival in Delaware now.
Right. So we have exported the product. We have exported the promoters. Where do we go from here in terms of getting soca recognized as a genre per se? They're like on the Grammy stage, when we go up on the Grammy stage, you must say soca as a category.
Right.
When we getting that? When we getting that?
When we getting that? Well, my thing is, I think we need to, in order to sell Trinidad and Tobago and the culture, we need to have another festival.
One other
And
festival,
I think,
boy?
well, okay, outside of music, what is the most popular thing in Trinidad and Tobago that people come to Trinidad and Tobago for? Or that they marvel over?
Carnival? Carnival?
Outside of Carnival.
Outside of Carnival?
Yeah.
Tobago, I guess.
Nah.
Well,
Food.
well,
Come on. We do have a food festival.
Well, let's.
Trinidad and Tobago does not have a food festival.
I Show Speed recently came here.
Right.
And gave us an endorsement.
Right.
An endorsement that we cannot pay for.
Right.
Right?
And what we doing with that endorsement?
Well, this is what I'm
I
trying to
wasn't
figure
even,
out in my head.
my head wasn't even on speed, but that is a big endorsement because he have millions of followers.
You have 54 million followers.
Million followers. So if we was to have a food festival coming off the back of, even if you do it next year, right? Because you don't have time to plan it proper this year. Even if you do it next year, I sent a proposal to the Ministry of Culture on this, where you are having a 3-day festival.
Right.
Running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you have the culture, you incorporate the cultural aspects of things with it. So you incorporate the tassa, the steel pan, the chutney, the soca, the calypso, the this, the that, the other, right? So during the festival, you have all of these things going on. And on the Friday, you have what we call street vendors.
Night markets.
That is street, right. So that is street vendor night. On the Saturday, you have more. The street vendors will bring forward on a Friday, like the more street foods. The doubles, the roti on the side of the road.
Yeah, but
things like that.
I don't know if we have the vision for that. At least somebody has had the vision. Because, okay, I Show Speed again. He has put an endorsement on Trinidad that we never had before in those numbers.
Right.
In terms of food. So I am wondering in my head what Michelle Benjamin doing in terms of trying to capitalize on that.
I think they fall asleep on it. I think they're sleeping on it. I don't think they understand because think about it. They haven't used it in anything on social media. They haven't created a piece of content.
Space. They haven't created no space.
They have done nothing
space,
to capitalize on it,
nowhere.
right?
Yeah.
Even when Speed went back, when he went back and he did, and they asked him, best tasting food in the Caribbean, said Trinidad. Right?
That goes a long way in terms of
that
the
is
psyche
huge.
of people. Yeah.
But we have not capitalized. We have not used that content. We've not clipped
we
it.
have not done anything about it per se.
We haven't clipped it out. We haven't taken them eating a bacon shack, eating a this, eating a that. We haven't done those things. So I'm saying...
Because shack, eating bacon shack, no, we just take that for granted. nowhere else in the world
There's
you
no
could
bacon
get
shack?
a bacon shack. You know?
No, but nowhere else anywhere?
Nowhere else in the world.
So
we
all them
only have
islands-
Trinidadian diaspora people. Okay, like in the England festival that just went last 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago there. It has somebody selling Trinity lights in the middle of the Notting Hill thing.
Right.
In the middle of that. And that's
So you can't have bacon shack
it
nowhere
don't
else
have
in the
bacon
Caribbean,
shack
boy?
nowhere else. It have bacon flying fish and all them kind of
Because
things.
all these other islands they
Have no bacon shack
fish is a
like
big
that.
part of the cuisine.
It have no bacon shack like that.
Serious, boy.
It have no bacon shack. Like how we have a bacon shack, a big bake with us that thing in it.
Right.
With tomato and it's not
All right,
like
so,
that.
so bacon shack, doubles,
That
and
is
roti.
another indigenous one.
Right, and roti as well.
And roti, because roti is not a
Our curry is different to India curry.
when I went Scotland,
Uh,
they had somebody now setting up what you call it? Now setting up selling local delights. Because when you go to Scotland and them places and them, you're going and sit down and eat naan bread. Because I went in a tandoori restaurant and thing, you had to take off your shoes and sit on the ground with your big pillows and thing on the ground and thing. And they had this spinning table on the ground that they put in curry on kind of thing. But when they say curry, it doesn't mean curry.
yeah,
It
it's
means
not
tandoori,
the tandoori.
which is naan bread and all them kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it have no real sada roti and them kind of thing. It have things resembling it, but it have no real sada roti and them and
how we just
dosi
do it.
roti and
Right,
like how
so,
we just do
so
it.
we have we had to go to a break, but we have a lot of food here that is unique to Trinidad. This is my point. We have it, and you could roll it out over a 3-day, a weekend. So you start taking foreigners coming in from the week before.
Yeah.
They take the hotel, they rent the hotel and wherever, and you do street foods on Friday. You do on Saturday, you do a more heavy kind of thing. So you're doing like the pilau, the oil dong, the this, that, the other.
Right.
All them little dishes.
Right.
And then on the Sunday, you have your big gala event.
Right.
Where you have like all the top chefs across Trinidad and Tobago. This is where the hotel school and everything coming now.
Right.
And reopen the hotel school. So you have all of these chefs and all of these kitchens and these restaurants. They come in now and they doing the creative and thing with and you have a nice, that will be a more uptown affair where you have it somewhere that is where the ambience and everything is a bit different.
That Train
Yeah.
City place in Queens.
Yes.
You ever went there?
No.
Right. If you go there, you will understand what I'm talking about in terms of authentic Trini doubles and bacon wherever it is and
All right.
and all that, like a real Trini restaurant. Kind of restaurant kind of scenario. But was the people in them that was on Central Road in Trin City, you know,
Okay.
that opened that in Queens, you know.
Okay.
You was
Well-
so things like that
Yeah.
is what happening across the globe, because in certain Trini food you could identify where Trini food is in England, Notting Hill. You could know where it is in Brooklyn. You can know where it is in, because we know all the Trini shops in Miami, right? And the woman was selling the roti. What's she name? Oh God, I forget she name.
And my Joy.
Joy Roti Shop, and all the other Trini people
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
Other to that, we don't have that kind of, because who know to make a doubles?
Outside?
Yeah.
Unless you leave Trinidad and you go
Unless
outside
you're in the
and-
diaspora.
Yeah.
And
You
you
ain't-
was
you ain't
living
know
here
to-
and wherever, and you know how to.
It have no other culture knows how to make a doubles.
So things like that. And you have
Yeah.
you have ISO Speed eating a bacon shack. You
Mm-hmm.
have him munching down on a bacon shack. Them is thing to
The
sell.
best thing to sell, and we ain't selling it. But all right, so we go into the break here. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines for a bit. Talk done, predictions made. The final is coming. Digicel and TTT Limited Media Network present Game On, the finale, the ultimate football watch party experience. Catch every moment on massive screens. Enjoy exciting giveaways, live entertainment, and a premium bar available for purchase. Join us Sunday, July the 19th, 1 p.m. at the Mecca, 11A Marval Road, Newtown, Port of Spain. Admission is free, but you must secure your exclusive access pass via Island tickets. No coolers or glass bottles allowed. And for more details, stay locked into the TTT Limited Media Network, Suite 100.1, Next 99.1, and Talk City 91.1 FM. Game on, the finale. Don't just watch it, experience it. And this is powered by Digicel, Creamery Novelties, Jade Monkey Bar in Tobago, Campari Magnum Stamina Energy, Blue Waters Cafe Barista, Da Castello Prosecco, Stoli Vodka, Allegra, and the TTT Limited Media Network. And also, enjoy deals, discounts, and switch to the better network with ease. Tomorrow on July the 3rd, make your way down to Digicel Excellence City Center store in Tong to play the World Cup games, skills challenges, giveaways, and your chance to win iPhones, Samsung devices, and other amazing prizes. The game starts at 12 noon. And with that, we take a little break. When we come back, we'll open the phone line and take some calls.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
We're going to open the phone line, take a few calls, and take up to the 10 o'clock news. After the 10 o'clock news, we have a school here with us. We're going to bring in the children. It's a girls' school, boys, only girls. And now people them now passing the corridor there.
All right.
Yeah, so they'll take them around the block, and they'll come back by Talk City after 10. Hello, good morning.
Hi guys, morning. How you guys doing?
Morning, my dear. We're just fine. Go ahead, share your thoughts.
Nice. So my thought this morning is that I am hearing so many people of the government not paying this and the government not paying that and all these different things, right? Now I'm not saying people can't view their point.
Yes.
But at the same time, I believe that it's not the government not paying anything. I am believing that the money is there. And there's people that still, now I want to put my words correctly because I don't want to get myself in anything.
Right.
There is people who is still PNM and is in there, and I think that sometimes sabotage is going on. That's how I look at it with certain things.
Right.
Rachel Blind, you could see that.
Right? I see a lot of sabotage going on. Now, why is it I say that I don't want to put my mouth in anything or say anything out of timing? Because my family is in politics and they're in the UNC.
Right.
So and they're minister. So I just want to say that people who will strain and stop thinking it's just the ministers. We still have PNM people in there, and I think that some of them are doing this willfully.
Okay.
That's my contribution.
All right, no problem. 6224911.
Bye.
All right. 6224911, 6224911, or 3944911. Those are the numbers to call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. We wasn't talking about food and food here and everything. Right, we topic on the Stephan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We're talking about a second festival that could attract tourists, another tourist attraction to Trinidad and Tobago now, because I don't think we...
Somebody talking about some sabotage and oh God. Anyway, let me speak to the topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
That food thing. Any sooner or later, any of the people, they will still end up putting on, you say, cultural aspect something, and therefore you take away from the, you may enhancing, but it will all come right back down to some sort of festivity that we have, be it Casta and Steel Pan and all them things. It's still at an option, because guess what? When people come down for Carnival, they don't already into basically a food here, because a lot of food and say, look at now more with the flavor of village. That in itself is a food here there.
Well, yeah,
so,
the flavor village, yeah.
Right, yeah. And then Tobago had the Blue Food Festival, and I dare say the next Tobago Carnival they're going to have a version of the food flavor village also.
Right.
So so getting something to lure people here strictly or mainly for the purpose of our culinary exhibits and so on.
Yeah.
It's hard. It may not have the impact that we envision in.
You feel so, right?
Unless it's so, yeah.
I beg to differ, but nevertheless.
Already incorporated in the carnival and all these things. You understand?
Yeah.
And so hardly a man going to say, hey, I'm going to another new boy. I ain't going to party. And
no, well,
just go down party and he's coming that he doing that for carnival anyway.
All right.
You understand?
All right. I hear you.
Yeah.
All right. No problem. But my point is, you're thinking about it on a surface level. I'm saying that it's what you market and what you sell to the world. So it's a food festival, yes, but you have to sell it in a particular way. Morning. How you sell it. Morning.
Yeah, fellas. I realize all governments, no matter who, miss the mark in trying to get a proper license or whatever you call it for our culture. Because look at Japan. Japan embraces our culture so much. You're looking at videos that they have a street party, dancing to soca, singing soca, waving Trinidad and Tobago flag.
Yeah.
Then I look at the next documentary. They miss Oni Pan too. Because that documentary, so many states have a pan factory. They only mention where the pan come from, But the majority of the documentary was about them making the pan in that factory in the state.
Okay.
So we miss the mark by trying to protect the culture. A lot of people taking the culture as own.
But that's going on for decades now. Yeah, thanks. That's going on for decades now. For decades, people thought there are people people from all over the world are taught that the steel pan come from Barbados or Jamaica. This is a Jamaican thing. People just feel like the steel pan from Jamaica. And we never really do a good job of promoting those things. Morning.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Morning.
I just want to share a thing with you while I was doing business on. These programs that they have in Myrat and all these sort of things. Now, I used to supply one of the government agencies. And I will supply them in my goods and so on. And they had other people bringing in the same kind of goods and the same amount of goods that I am supplying. And one day I happened to see one of the invoices. where I supplied it's about 20, my bill was 28,000 or something. The other person who supplied the same identical thing that I supplied was 49,000 and something dollars. So you see what is happening there?
Right.
And that's something regularly happening in all those programs. That's why I see the bills amount of exorbitant amount of money. And the next thing is, bacon shark would not sell outside of Trinidad and Tobago, especially in Canada, America, and England. They don't eat shark at all. So we probably bacon something else.
They don't eat
Okay,
shark
yes,
because they have not been
All right.
exposed to it. That's why they don't eat shark.
Yeah, but when they come down here, they just eat it.
They have not been exposed to it.
Yeah, when they come down here, when they go Maracas, they eat it, and there's, oh my God, this thing tasting good, the flavor, this, that, the other. Morning. I think you mean they don't get shark out. They don't get shark out there.
No, they don't get shark out.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. My contribution really is that I just want people to wake up to see that the UNC attacking black people by cutting all these programs. They
Also,
can mask it all where they want.
Also,
Black youth they're targeting.
all right, well, I'm glad you went there, right? I'm glad you went there.
Go ahead.
So expound on your statement.
Expand, yeah.
No, because at the end of the day, you don't really, no, I don't know racial fella, but you don't see East Indian in these programs, so they know who they're attacking really.
They don't see who?
No, hold on.
Yeah, there's a small majority of East Indians in these programs.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Caller.
Yeah.
Right. Tell me the programs they shut down for black people.
Yeah.
CPEP, URP, MILAD, all of them. What that is.
So hold on. Let me stop right there. Go ahead, X.
All right, so CPEP, URP, and
URP are black people program.
And forestry,
all,
right? Hold on.
Programs that they're cutting is going to be affecting black people. And
all right, hold on. We're debating. Well, let me debate now.
We're debating anything. We're hearing you, but wait, go ahead.
And I'm saying to you, the information in the public domain, are you satisfied that those programs were run properly?
If I was satisfied that it was run properly?
Yes.
Whether it was run properly or not.
Oh, God.
No. God. It's a simple question.
But what do you mean by properly?
Do you believe that there was corruption in the programs?
Yeah, corruption in all programs.
Do you think they were funding gangs?
I can assume that.
Right. You're saying all of those things, right? So do you believe? So you believe that the government should come in and continue it?
Yes, I believe they should restructure it, knowing that the youth that going on the streets is going to look to crime. It's another thing. It's crime they're going to do.
All right. So let me ask you something. How long CPEP and URP are wrong?
For decades, wherever it's wrong.
All right. And while it was wrong, it had crime?
Yes, crime can't stop.
All right.
Okay.
So, but if it eliminate, what will happen?
So, wait, hold on.
Wait, but if it eliminate, it had crime while the program was going on, I agree. But if it eliminate, what's going to happen?
Well, it eliminated right now.
Right, but what's going to happen?
Well, what you see happening?
The youth going to make more jail. They're going to kill the youth. All you understand what's going on now?
Let me ask you something. What is the latest gang-related murder over the last 2 weeks?
What is the what?
What is the latest gang-related murder over the last 2 weeks?
You have to ask me that when we're not under SOE.
Oh, God, Lord.
We're not in regular time. This is SOE, so I expect the murders to go down.
So murders, well, we can admit that murders went down.
I expect it to be down at this time due to the fact that we
under SOE.
But on a regular time, it will not be down.
We can't talk about that time yet.
But the time just passed.
We can't talk about that time yet.
But it just passed. We now come in SOE.
It's twice we in SOE. We're talking about.
But the time where the SOE wasn't running and the murders were escalating just passed. We can't talk about that yet.
What was the highest murder toll in the country? What year?
Oh, God, let me say 600-700.
Right. What year that was?
I'm sure the figures.
What year that was?
What year that was?
Oh, God, are they going back into the PNC?
No, I'm making a point. What year was it?
But why we can't stick to the black youth that not going and get
work? But I'll comment to you with that. You had 600 and something murders, the highest ever in 2024. You had CPEP,
Right.
you had URP, you had MILAT, you had CCC, you had all them things going on. But you still
Right.
had the highest ever murder rate in the country. You had more gang-related murders than anything else in 2024, despite having MILAT, CCC, CPEP, URP, and every program that you say is for black youths and black people.
Right.
And I'm saying despite having those programs, you still had an escalating crime rate, not a static crime rate to say, well, the murders was the same every year, you know. It kept going up and up and up and up, despite having those programs around. So to say that the government is doing a disservice to black youths is not a correct statement, because they haven't shut down MILAT. They haven't shut it down. They simply said, we're going to suspend this program pending a financial review.
But that's what they say about CPEP and URP and people home now.
No.
Yes, but the money was being used to flood criminal activities.
Yes, but it's being used by the people on the top. It's not being used by the people in the bottom who working on the road.
Where that?
He said
So why they don't restructure the top of the organization where the small man in the bottom go still eat?
But that's what they have done with the NPOPs program.
That's what they're doing.
But the NPOPs...
A man joined $2,200 in an NPOPs program.
They have
right now.
What they have done. Hold on, caller. Let me just give me 1 second here. What they've done, they've created an NPOPs program, which is the upkeep program.
And cut out the middleman.
They have cut out the middleman, which is the contractor that the money was going to,
which was making $25,000 a month.
Right. Hence the reason why they could increase your salary from $79 under CPEP to $209 a day work under the NPOPs program. Right.
Right. But who benefiting from this NPOPs?
But I mean, who benefiting from the NPOPs?
It's not the same people. It's different people. People suffering in the ghetto right now. They have no food.
It's different people. It's different people. Who different people is that?
No, I don't blame all this sit down there with all that thing and defending whoever, because at the end of the day...
It's not a matter of defense. It's a matter of critical thinking.
Look, this man here, OB, he be talking in the night. All this man that do is blast back people and talk about PNM and UNC. Like all this man that talk. Like that somebody pay he to go up there and blast people and talk about PNM and UNC.
We're talking about us here.
We're talking about us here.
Yeah, but I find OB representing all here.
No, he can't represent us.
He represents himself with his views. We try to deal with things at least down the middle and a little fair. So we are saying
but this man, this OB man, he not fair. He against black people.
All right, but hold on. I will admit, and I think X will admit too, that the amount of people that may have been employed under CPEP in the restructuring of those programs into this upkeep program, that amount of people have not been absorbed into the program. We could agree on that?
Yes.
Right. So that has left a few people, maybe a few thousand out of the system. Okay? So we could agree on that. However, can we also agree that the government could only provide that particular program or as many programs as possible based on the funding that they have available?
Yes, I agree with that.
All right. So it stands to reason that hopefully, and I'm saying hopefully because I am hoping as well, that in the coming months, they're going to expand these programs or maybe even create a few, which is going to be able to absorb more people into the programs. But I can't say that I can't make a statement and say that the government is doing or they're targeting black people and trying to do black people some kind of injustice based on that.
We're seeing with what? We're seeing it with anecdotal evidence. You have to bring the evidences to that.
But we see it. I mean, and the other day we see the man at the two hands up and they kill him. But we can't say we see it.
That's how
we have to play we and see things. Like what's going on here? We see the man two hands up and they shoot him. But we have to
there's a process now. Would you agree that there's a hold on? Would you agree that a process is in place to deal with that matter in its entirety? Would you agree, yes or no?
Yes, I agree.
Right, and it has started, right?
A slow third whole process.
Oh God. Whether it's slow or not.
The process has begun. We could agree on that.
Right, I agree.
In time to come, when that process is over, we will know the truth based on everything that is presented in the court as it relates to evidence. But we don't know that. We don't know every piece of evidence the police might have. We don't know how the defense is going to dissect that. We don't know that. That would play
I
out in
agree with
court.
that. Well, before I go, I just want to lead the people with a message. Black people better brace themselves. At least Rowley get them a heads up. He said tighten all the belts. Kamala just going with all the goats and all the him know nothing.
But do you believe that the country has money at this point in time? By
What do you mean
chance?
with that money? And then now stop some 100 million contract from happening and all kind of thing. Where be with that money?
Captain,
With that money for certain things?
Captain, that money was not
That
public
money is not
money.
to feed the poor. That money is for the buildings. You remember, the country is not the poor people. The country is infrastructure and painting. You know why
believe,
Rowley
do you believe that the country has
Rowley
money?
and them running the office and they pay $6 million for painting, right? And say, oh, they want it back. And you know what was happening? It had a child in the live sport, in the hospital, Kamla Bele. It had a child who wanted surgery. And the lady child are dead. And they buy the painting for $6 million. Whoa. How are they explaining that?
All right, hold on. We got to get to the 10 o'clock news. But
They're unscared, oh God, they will unscared and corrupt, like be real, man.
We here in here. I not totally disagree 100% with you. I think you have
Yeah,
some
but we-
valid points,
Yeah,
but
but we
I'm
believe
not
this
going to make...
bill. I just want to clear up this piece with the $1 billion thing, right? Nowhere in that whole scenario with the monies was the government putting out any money, right? So it's not as if the government have $2 billion and going and give contractors $2 billion.
It wasn't like that.
All right, but what about the painting they buy for $6 million and the child would die who didn't get the surgery money?
All right, we gotta get to. I have to get to the 10
So we
o'clock
can't
news.
remember that child died in vain. That child died in vain.
All right. We gotta get to the 10 o'clock news. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah, man. All right. Let's get to the 10 o'clock news, and we have a school in studio. We're gonna hear from the students when we return.
Good morning. I'm married to his Ben.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final bar.
Catch all the action on the Final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and...
We are back. This is the second hour. Now, usually we have the Naughty Corner around this time, but we have a school coming in. So I don't want to jump into that and start a share Nolix and then the school come in. And we're going to be talking with some of the students. So what we're going to do in the meantime, because we're waiting on them to come back. So they're definitely going to be here in a few minutes. We will get back to the discussion on the phone lines. I don't understand, but I don't understand. You see...
Yeah, but you're talking about they buy a $6 million pay. That is why they're out in the first place, because they went and make weird prioritized decisions. And I try to understand this black people talk.
I don't understand that.
Going with that.
Morning.
Yes, gentlemen.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, so all really like Calabash, and all really trying to reason somebody who had a heart like that.
Well,
no, well, I mean, the man has his perception of I mean, I don't know.
Look one of his perception that we going and give out X amount of billions of dollars so the country have money.
Yeah, that's a fault.
Explain how that works.
That's incorrect.
Them fellas parroting what somebody tell them. They're going to do their own research. They're going to find the fact.
No, but he said that I asked him if he feels the country they have money. And his response was, yes, and they can find X amount of $1 billion to give contractors.
Now here my take on this again.
I rum shop talk.
If you have a program, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. If you have a program and you put in plenty money into it, but the success rate is only about 2%, that program makes sense?
No, of course not. And that's what going on with
No, I see on social media they're interviewing who passed through the program, who passed through this, who do that. Now, I applaud the young people that make the most of it. But the thing about it is, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink.
Well, all of that
and
too.
that is the problem.
All right.
They have to want it for themselves, and if they don't want it for themselves, and the government is wasting money, it don't make no sense.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I mean, nobody is stopping to think, okay, maybe they're suspending it for a valid reason. Maybe they want to make some improvements to the program and how it will benefit you moving forward. So nobody ain't thinking, they shut it down. So God, they're doing black people an injustice. What nonsense is that? Morning.
Well, mostly
morning, Stephan.
Yeah, morning. What's going on, man?
Reading a book from the back is bad. Watching a movie when it's finished to the beginning is bad. This fella who just called you before the break day, he doing that. You remember, hear what he say? The child who died in the children's hospital didn't get fund. Who stopped the funding?
Well, exactly.
Who stopped the funding? The Children Life Fund.
Well, exactly.
The money, whatever painting they paint, they did take it from the Children Life Fund, you know. It had a Children Life Fund.
That's right.
You understand? Now this guy, I'm sorry about how he talking, because he looking for argument. He are looking for reality.
No, I think he basing his opinion or his perception on ignorance.
Rather
than, you know?
Yeah.
Ignorance,
he needs to step back. He needs to step back and think.
Disclaimer. Ignorance meaning the condition of not knowing, eh?
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the TV CNC run a program where they on a guy in Lavanti, Mova Lavanti, right? And he's saying the government is helping doing nothing, and it's over 10 years now they waiting and the housing and thing going. but they keep voting for the PNM.
And doing the same thing over and over.
And the same thing, you keep doing that. And expect now another government to come and change the plan to suit them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I have no problem. I have no problem with you coming and highlighting things. But you're saying it bad. You're saying you cannot come and say, we're voting for them for the last 10 years. Who was there for the last 10 years?
Well, exactly.
And you keep saying you know 1 election, 2 election. And you still go back and vote them a third election. You understand? Right. And it's so sad to know that these people saying these things and then expecting a different result now.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they're not saying that it can't change or it go change. I can't say. But the thing about it, all you've been doing the wrong thing and expect. If you have $1 15 years ago, you have $1. You think that dollar value that same dollar now?
No, that is a whole different thing now.
You understand? So you can't say that at the time when they had $50,000 to give to the people, now that $50,000 or $20. Oh gosh, all get real now and think for yourself. What all they doing for yourself? My godfather keep telling me, he say man lifts himself by himself and sinks himself by himself. Don't blame other people. All of him doing this too long. Sorry about taking too long.
No problem, man. All right, just now. But why that coming through there? When I know I have the do not disturb on. Anyway, let me take these calls here because the phone line going crazy. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
I am hearing about black people right through. My brother, this is not a Trinidad opinion. This is an international business to keep black people always under. There's a brother in Africa called Ibrahim Traore. You know how much time they tried to kill him? In the time that he took up presidency. Why? Because he's making progress. You see the countries that is having the Caucasian race, who calling themselves the United Nations, they are the ones that keeping the world back. The people that calling themselves congressmen is who keeping the world back, and not Trinidad and Tobago. No. And to keep the world back is to keep the black man right which part the black man is. Concerted effort. Let me ask you a question, if I could.
Go ahead.
What is the reason to take 600 million or 600 billion, I should say, just to make bombs to blow up places and not to build places? That's a concerted effort. You see the poor man who they're calling for, that's the money to run the poor man's business. If you look at the people who have books like, I don't want to call no name to make it about anybody. Yeah. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Let's pay the poor rates. You know why you have to pay the poor rates? You are deliberately keeping people poor. Because if you look at the people who talk them kind of talk, they take billions of dollars to build what? A place to pray, and a place to do this, and a place to do that, and leave the same black man on the streets. We have to wake up to this world concerted effort.
All right.
Let me say one more thing before I go.
No, go ahead.
If I want to be and make a contribution to the world, I will make a house of progress and not a house of Congress, because Congress is the opposite of progress.
All right. Cool, man. No problem. Yeah, man. Thanks. All right. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Morning, man.
And morning, Mr. X.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I want to deal with a situation this morning, but I just want to deal briefly with the last situation you've been dealing with, because we dealt with it extensively. One day, Mother being Prime Minister woke up and saw that a woman was arrested for stealing baby milk from a supermarket. And she said, while I'm Prime Minister, this cannot be. So she went to the Ministry of Social Development and she established the baby milk grant and all that. That was good. But the policy of Mr. Imbert and Dr. Rowley was to try and ensure as many people as possible could eat a little. Don't do a situation whereby you take 2% out of them and you make sure they could eat good. They're getting $200 a day. While the others who was eating a little have nothing to eat. That is a bad social policy. And if that policy does not change, it has a knock-on effect, you know. Not only economically, the doubles man, the mini-mart, this and that, and all the different things, but it may very well result in more mothers doing what mother wake up that morning when she was first prime minister and she saw in the newspaper. So let me leave that aside. I want to deal with something more important.
No. Hold on. It's an no comma and taking.
All right, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, we have a food card program. Do you believe those food cards were going to the people that really needed it?
Well, boy, when Miss Critchlow came in and she was social development minister, and she see all kind of people, they say people pulling up with BMW and thing and pulling out food cards. She said, nah. She take a whole for them off the list. She said, if you deserve food card, come back and show us how you deserve it. Nobody come. And what they did since then, they've been trying to look at how much money is coming into the household. And do you really and truly need a food card? And in relation to that, what the household income was, they were giving out or not giving out food cards. And you want to know why? Because we live in very trying economic times, and they were trying to get to spread the wealth as far as possible so you could reach as many as possible. You with me?
No, yeah, but I wouldn't call that spreading the wealth.
Well, okay. But you see, any state, I told you all before,
you can't
by how it takes care of the least in the society.
You're right, but you can't say spreading the wealth when you increase gas 5 or 6 times.
So the man never increased gas. He was being facetious. He was being a Trinidadian. He was playing coy.
So he didn't remove. He didn't remove the subsidy.
What the man did was ensure that Grandpa could still get his seat up, that social welfare could still pay the pension, and people could still drive in cars.
What do you think?
Because if he had reduced gas anymore, he might have to reduce your pension, not buy seat up, and all those other things.
All
And
right.
you know that too.
You're talking about spreading the wealth, right? The 10 men at the top, right? When they were eating ham, lamb, and jam, and making millions of dollars.
I wasn't there. Go ahead.
And making millions of dollars off the public purse. Where were you?
You see, now you are bringing up a generic situation which
that's
I
not
have
a generic.
no knowledge of. But let me put it to you this way.
Not a generic situation. That is the reality of
but
things.
hold on. We have the school and studio, Eric. So I had to pause our course. You're welcome to call. We here till 12. You're welcome to call back. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Yeah, man.
Take care, guys.
Don't beat up. Yeah. All right. We'll get back to Eric a little bit later on. We have good boy. Is the whole school here, or there's one class?
There's one class.
Oh, this is half of our class?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
About 20 of them here. 6, 7, 8, 9, half of our class, 40 people in our class.
About 17 or 18?
Okay.
Oh, some of them didn't come. Well, but we know where we put them if they had come. So, okay, what school is this? Oh, good. All of them say it one time, boy. Yeah, boy. Like I'm talking to everybody. We talking. Who's the spokesperson for the group?
Yeah, you look
Let
like
them everybody. They say everybody. Everybody's a spokesperson. Oh, good. They point at you in the corner with the headphones on. Well, you come equipped. You come with headphones, everything on. Come now, have a seat with us now. We have our next seat here. We could full. Who wanna come and take the seat here?
Yeah,
anybody? Come. I see you are your phone, so you on social media doing your thing. All right. Yeah, you recording all kind of things. So let me spread the microphone. Take this microphone, bring it a little closer to you. Nice.
Oh, okay.
All right, brilliant. So ladies, let me just put on the microphone here. Right. So, good morning to you guys, and welcome to 91.1 Talk City.
This is off the record.
This is off the record. I am Stephan, and that is Mr. X. Right. So, could you introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Caitlin. This whole class is from the class of 1F.
1F?
Yes. Going to 2F in September.
Oh,
okay.
1F, boy. Yeah.
All right.
I remember my days back in school, boy.
All right. Yeah, boy.
I was 1 South.
Yeah, I was 1M.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your name is, this is Caitlin, right?
Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Good morning. My name is Kali.
Kali?
Yes.
Caitlin and Kali?
Yes.
All right, Caitlin and Kali. Well, I remember.
Caitlin
and Kali.
Yeah.
I'll help me to remember that. I'm very bad with names. Caitlin and Kali.
Yes.
All right, so in terms of the school and so on and so forth, what do you all think of your school?
I think it is a very good school in general. based on the events we've had. Especially, my favorite one personally was the one when Kes came to our school and performed since we won the Panorama competition.
All right.
Yeah, won the Panorama?
Well, they won the Panorama competition? All right,
yes.
cool.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
My school, I love my school. Everybody is like so nice and the teachers are amazing.
Okay, brilliant.
And they teach very good.
Nice. So let me ask you something.
I'm detecting a foreign accent.
Oh, no, this is just TV accent.
Oh, okay.
That is how the young lady speaks, man. What you talking about accent, man?
No, I detected the accent. Something like an accent.
You're detecting accent. Where's the accent detector? Hey, I don't go lie detector, metal detector. You have an accent detector. All right. So what do you guys aspire to be in life?
I feel like further on in life, I want to pursue business.
Oh, business. You want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
All right, great.
And you?
I would like to become a lawyer when I'm older.
Oh, you're going into law.
Yes.
It's a very, very tough field, you know.
Yes, but my mother-in-law too, so.
Oh, your mother-is-in-law. You have a mother-in-law or your is
My mother.
Your mother is in-law. All right, good. I just want to make sure what
Your
kind of mother,
make sure
what kind of
mother-in-law.
in-law we talking about here.
No.
Anybody
My
else?
mother is in-law.
Your mother is in-law. All right. So anybody else who what do you guys want to do when you leave school? Anybody knows? Yeah, go ahead, just shout it out.
Pilot.
You want to be a pilot? All right.
Either writing, art or music or archery.
Wait, hold on.
Archery?
That's a real wild swing.
Art or
Music, art or archery? Archery as in a bow and an arrow, archery aiming at a target?
Yes, I want to do it since I was younger.
Okay, from art and music, you jump to, okay. You swing to archery. It's just two different fields now. One is more sports and one is more creative. So she catch me there.
Line.
When they say art and music, I was like, all right, more creative and that kind of thing. And archery jump out. So, all right, no problem. Just so aim at people, eh?
Who's next?
Chemical engineer.
A chemical engineer.
All right.
Where we need those? Energy sector?
Well, of course.
Of course. That's your former field.
Yeah, man.
He have plenty former fields. He do like 25 different work already. You want
intelligent?
A what? Business?
Law or teacher?
Law or a teacher? A aerospace engineer.
Right. NASA, boy. NASA, here we come, boy.
NASA for you.
There we come in, man.
Or SpaceX.
No.
No? Not SpaceX?
NASA, we should go NASA.
NASA?
Yeah.
You want to work for Elon Musk?
Nah.
The richest, the trillionaire?
He's a trap.
He's a trap, all right, no problem. Where you?
A marine biologist.
Marine biology. We have a marine biologist. A dentist or a doctor. All right.
All right.
A pediatric surgeon.
Chemical engineering or mechanical engineering.
Either a mechanical or a chemical engineer. You want to be a vet? Or you have pets?
Yeah.
How many pets you have? Only?
You experiment on them?
No. What do you want to be?
A pilot or I want to work for oil and gas.
You want to be a pilot or you want to work in the oil and gas sector? Well, they need pilots there too, don't they?
Yeah,
in the oil and gas sector, right? They need pilots.
Be a drone pilot.
Exactly.
We don't necessarily have to be in the air to be a pilot now. Because there are pilots as drone pilots that work in industries that survey different pipelines and all that sort of stuff. So
that's great.
A biologist.
You want to be a biologist?
Software engineer.
Fine. Somebody into the technology.
Yes, man.
Right, software engineer. And a flight attendant. All right, so I think I catch everybody, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's amazing that all of you
uptown jobs
right now. Not just up. No. But they know.
Nobody wants to be a mechanic. Nobody wants to be a joiner.
Why would you want to be a con man?
You know, there's always have a woman.
Mechanic?
There's always have a woman in this bunch that wants to be something different than everybody else.
Yeah.
And nobody has mentioned that.
No,
everybody has mentioned the run-of-the-mill jobs.
So they don't go to school to be. Listen, there is nobody that I have ever met went to school with the aspirations of getting a basic job.
Well, not a basic, but an unconventional
I mean,
job.
real. When you're young, you want to aspire for the top.
Yeah, but you don't normally find a group of ladies, all of them talking along the same line. They always have somebody who is either up or down.
But I also
find always have that.
You all are very confident in knowing what you want to be. But do you know where you want to be in a few years?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Who tell me that? I get both. All right, they all know.
Lawyer Buffet.
Yeah. All right. So just out of curiosity, what type of law you want to practice?
I want to practice financial law.
Oh, financial law. All right, great.
All right, we taking that.
Yeah, she's smart. That's a good law to practice. Make a lot of money there. All right. So all right. So you ladies already know where you want to be, but you have a backup plan in life.
Yes.
What's your backup plan, Miss Lawyer to be? What's your backup plan?
It's not really a backup plan.
Uh-huh.
But if I don't get into law, I would actually like to enter business as well.
Business, okay. But that's great. That's great. That money to make in business, you know. Is what type of business you want to get into? I mean, business is a thing where you have to be successful in business. I guess you had to be thinking about what people need. Right? Because it's all about supply and demand.
Yep.
Right? So you have to think about, okay, like I like to think about, I trying to figure out for the longest while, I don't know about X, you know, but I'm sure X's think about it too. Even in our, approaching pension age kind of thing, we still thinking, all right, what are we going to need 10 years from now?
A house.
What? Well, he and real estate, you know, so we're going to tell you what. You know what I mean? But you got to be thinking ahead. You always have to be thinking ahead in life, right? Especially in any job that you want to get into, you always think about 5 to 10 years ahead, because the world is changing so quickly, like in the snap of a finger.
I'll give all you a little tip for all the business people in the room. Always be thinking of how you can fix a problem. Identify the problem and either come up with a better mousetrap that is already there, or create your own.
Yeah.
So for all the business people in the room, think about how you approach doing business. Always look for that solution to the problem. And so long as you find that solution, that may be the next big thing that's going to sell throughout the world. You know, so
because we live in a kind of world where everybody is 99% of people in the world here they could do real easy. They could tell you what the problem is.
Yep. But the solution
solution they can't find. They could have done real good at that, eh? Why? There's the problem, that's the problem. And then, okay, well, how we fix any problem?
Most social scientists don't look at solutions. They look at the problem.
The problem, yeah.
They analyze the problem. So that's
be solution driven. Be solution driven in your time.
I'm ask this question.
You know?
All of you all have mothers and fathers?
Yes.
Right, so your fathers play a role?
My mom does.
Your mom?
Does your father play a role in terms of that extra? You know, the moms will give you everything, right? But the fathers just have a role to play in the household. Do they give you that support? Everybody, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good.
All right, that's great, man.
That's good.
Yeah, that whole structure there, the two parents, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I mean, you have people who, you know, unfortunately, they don't have two parents in the household, or maybe even in a house where the parents are split. You don't get support from one or the other, and you need both of them in your life, because they bring two different elements,
So no politicians in the bunch
of life. No, who want to do that?
No politicians, none.
Oh God, you don't get your Panadol or whatever. Listen, all to take on these headaches, but we unfortunately we had to get to the playway draw. But we want to thank you guys for coming in and joining us. And nobody want to get into media?
Nobody.
So what are you doing in here?
Nobody.
That's my backup plan.
That's your backup plan. All right. We have a backup plan, people. We have a backup plan. All right. So I said they're going again. All right. So guys, thanks a lot, and all the best in the future. And remember, success doesn't come without failure. So when you fail, just get back up
and try your best when you're looking for a job, or you are an entrepreneur, or do something that you love.
Right.
But when you leave your house, you love to go and do that kind of activity. Right. So it would be an enjoyable journey. as you go along. Right?
So we got the tentative play draw people, but we got to say thanks to Holy Name Convent and Holy Faith Convent, and it was a pleasure chatting with the ladies. Huh? All right, nice. Here comes your tentative play draw. Hopefully a catchy number.
The mark is
is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball.
So we have the other 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. We have the other 13 students. And is this your teacher with you? Is this your teacher? Or you was here with the first group? No. Another teacher. That was the guy? All right. Nice. All right. So we have 2 students already seated here. I'll go down and see if I could remember. We have Mariana.
And Soraya.
Mariana and Soraya.
Soraya?
Yeah. Mariana and Soraya, right?
Yeah.
All right. Great. So good morning, ladies. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right. So Mariana, tell me something about Holy Faith Convent.
It is a very vibrant school full of plenty of activities, and it's really fun.
All right.
Okay.
How would you describe your school?
I also think it has many activities and different things to occupy students in different categories.
And
This is a co-ed school, Bacha? No, not
what?
a co-ed. Not a co-ed, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What when you say it have a lot of activities, what kind of activities we talking about at the school?
So it have like language week, like where you acknowledge different languages, and it have where you could like different countries.
Mm-hmm.
Then it have
They also celebrate different like celebrations and holidays.
Okay.
Yes. Like Diwali, like Republic Day and all of that stuff.
Okay, but what about like sports,
Yes.
music,
Mm-hmm.
Anyone in the sport in there?
any sports?
What sport?
Athletes in the back, boy. Look at the athletics. Hey, look at the athlete here. What sport you into? Netball. All right.
What are you into?
You, netball.
Swimming?
So three all on the same. Three all on the team? No.
I'm on a different team.
You on a different team?
I'm swimming, both of them.
Oh, you're swimming. Sorry, you're
Yeah,
netball.
netball.
Right. So okay, but both of you playing for the school, right? Yeah. Okay, great. Netball. We were once the darlings of netball, you know, Trinidad and Tobago, you know that,
You
right?
look like a big swimmer.
We were once like one of the top in the world, you know, in netball, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, back in the 80s, I think, yeah, back in about the 1980s.
That's why we got the name for the stadium, Jean Pierre.
Jean Pierre, right? Yeah, netball. So ladies, you two not into the sports thing.
No.
So what are you guys into?
We do choir.
Yes, we do choir.
Oh, you're into the choir.
Yes.
All right.
We're thinking about joining track and
Do re mi fa si la to do. All right.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I used to sing in my choir, you know. I used to sing in my church, you know. Don't get up, you know. In St. Teresa's church, you know. Malik Barataria, brother man.
I love to see you.
Don't get mixed up here, you know.
Today.
I could have gone on to be the next usher, you know.
All right.
They laugh at that. At least I say Chris Brown. If I say Chris Brown, that'll be a stretch. All right, so you guys you said track and field?
I'm planning on running track and field.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
what distance would be your distance?
I'm not fully sure as yet, but I think about like 300 meters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
like long distance.
Long distance. You're into the long distance running.
Yes.
All right,
5,000
great.
meters.
Huh?
5,000 meters.
The 5,000 meters.
Yeah.
You
Or
could-
eight laps wrong.
You could run 5 meters?
No.
Exactly, me
I can
neither.
run 5.
And I just do a 5K. You understand? All right, so ladies, you're on the tour here. What's your thoughts around the media house? You've been to the other stations?
Yes.
Okay, so you know, well, next is Urban Youth. Sweet 100 is Adult Temporary. We are Talk City, so we just talk here.
Talk 10.
That would just pay us to do talk.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Whole day. Anybody want to be in media here?
We need a raise.
Nobody, boy?
Nobody have aspirations of getting into media.
Yeah.
I had a 5% communication.
Yeah.
A good 20-30%.
Serious? Of being in media? Wow, okay. All right. So what is attractive to you? What do you want? What do you guys aspire to be? Sarai.
Maybe a lawyer or a doctor.
She's not a lawyer or a doctor here, you know.
Well, it is
we,
what
we,
it
we
is.
going up to we go see.
It is what it
and,
is.
And Mariana?
Probably like drama, like acting. I like.
You want to be a creative.
Oh, you want to get into the creative aspect of things. And this young lady here?
Especially,
you thought we forget you. I see you you're trying to end up behind us now, but
yeah, she should have given the
don't worry, we know. Nobody out here, you're on the mic, you know, but what do you aspire to be? A surgeon, all right. Neurologist?
Yep.
All right, that's brain, right?
No,
not
that is down here.
You sure about no?
Neurologist is down here.
Neurologist, you said? Right.
Neurologist is down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is your brain?
Neurologist.
But it's neurologist. I want to know what you're talking about.
She said urologist.
No! Is urologist is that?
No, the one with the N.
Neurologist.
Well, that's different.
You're getting the wrong thing, man.
I
That's
get the
brain.
wrong thing.
Right.
I thought urologist.
You? A business?
Yeah, all right.
Owner. What type of business you want to own? You're not sure yet. All right. Well, we told the other group. I said, listen, we're gonna get into business. You had to think from now, 10 years ahead or 15 years ahead. No, seriously. What is going to be in demand?
Well, and I also
It's
give
supply
a
and
tip.
demand.
A tip is you try to find a solutions to people's problems. Whatever the nation is having a problem with, try to come up with a similar solution or a better mousetrap in order for you to make money in the best way that you know how.
Yeah. That's right.
So
business is about solving people problems, you know.
Yeah. Always putting something in place to counteract the problem.
That's right.
Right?
Yep, you are reach you now, yes?
I'm a designer.
Oh, you want to be at this, you want to do the fashion thing. All right.
Creative,
another creative.
Yeah.
A what?
Author.
An author.
All right.
An
Strange.
author. Okay, brilliant. You have come forward.
Come forward.
You said you don't know. No. You wouldn't believe that is an excellent answer.
Yeah. At this age?
At this age.
Perfect.
It's excellent that you do not know.
The world is yours now. The world is yours for the taking.
Right? That doesn't take anything away from everybody else who already. But some people feel that when they don't know,
they're
right,
lost.
that they lost. But the fact that you don't know what you want to be. How old are you? 13.
13, so even worse.
Brother man, when I was 13.
Just enjoy your life and take it one day at a time and make sure
you'll figure it out soon enough.
When you pick something that you love to do,
that you have a passion for.
Right?
You know?
And don't shy away from new opportunities.
And exactly.
Because that's when you get to learn to experience what things you might be interested in.
Yep.
But it's good not to know. Especially in the context of at your age, not knowing what you want to do.
So
because
don't be shy of that, right?
And this isn't to throw a dark cloud over anything about telling earlier. When I was older age, which seems like a very, very long time ago, although it shouldn't feel that way. I'm only 49, right? And 49 is young. Let's make that clear, right? But let me tell you something. At 13, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I had thoughts on what I wanted to be, and I did not turn out to be anything that I wanted to be, or anything that I didn't get into anything that was interesting to me at that time as I got older. Mm-hmm. So as you get older, certain different things will appeal to you. You understand? So you might say business now,
And then it
but might change.
Yes.
As you get older, 5 years from now.
Well, you'll change several different jobs before you fit into something that really, you know.
And that's because the world has changed quick.
Yep.
Snap of a finger. So what do exist today
don't
might
feel
interest
any
you
alright. Don't feel bad.
So don't
that
ignore
you didn't know.
us. You ain't know. Who was next to you? Purple girl? The purple top?
Yes.
Alright, yeah. What you want to be?
Artist.
You want to be an artist? What type? Artist as in painting? No. An artist as in a recording artist? No. Sculpture?
Basic. I like drawing. I don't like painting.
Okay, so you like drawing. All right.
Creative
Cool.
again.
All
You
right,
can do
that's
it
an next creative, yeah.
And you can do it electronically now, so you
Well,
can you have all kind of different apps
listen.
and things. You can do all kind of.
You want to cheat?
No,
That is your thing. You want
no.
to cheating.
It become easier now.
You are cheating.
It become easier now. Not so. It
You have
become
the
easier.
natural talent of drawing. What it is you
Well, you're using it.
Child about electric. That's it. Go on the AI draw it for you.
Yeah.
No. and netballer.
What do you want?
Let me hear you.
To be a family lawyer.
A family lawyer. Okay.
Right, okay.
So you into the bacchanal, the force and settlements and things like that. All right, cool.
What about
and,
you?
But yeah, anybody, yeah, right. We'll go.
Designer as well.
You want to be a designer. All right. And swimmer. What you want to be? What's your two ideas?
So one is a family lawyer, like she said, and one of them is a marine biologist.
Marine biology.
All right, okay.
All right. We have how many?
But we have more creatives
But
in
that's
this
a
bunch.
no. But that marine biology, because there was a young lady in the first group.
Yeah,
she wanted to
she
get
wanted
into
to be
marine
in
biology
biology.
as well.
Yeah.
X, you would know. Is that a? I mean, that is a sector that lacking.
Well,
locally.
Not locally. It's not really a take. You gotta kind of
Yeah,
go
go
outside,
outside.
to really explore and do it.
Okay.
Most we have here is like the marine coral and
Right.
that sort of stuff. So we can do those kind of things.
But outside,
But
yeah,
outside
guys are
is where-
outside thing.
GIS studies she might get into. You might never know.
All right.
She may get into GIS studies.
Any one of you have the intention of traveling or migrating?
All right, well, level 50
1,
nicely.
2, 3. All only want to migrate?
So nobody want to say Trinidad, right?
Travel.
Huh? Just travel.
Well, you may never know if I might migrate. So for now, travel.
Travel. You want to see the world. You want to traveling. You just want to travel. So nobody want to leave Trinidad and export their skills elsewhere and set up shop.
I want to export my skills and I don't. Like,
All right, you want to export your
What
skills?
skills do you want to explore?
so I want to like study like further my studying.
You want to further your studies?
Yeah, in America, NYU or
Okay.
London.
Or London. All right. So I see they're giving us the wind up there, which is usually in our business. It mean time to go. But to the two young ladies here, who are the representatives of the school, you all don't have any intention of traveling, seeing the world, things like that?
Yes.
And where would you like to go?
Japan.
Ooh, she was quick on the draw with that, boy.
America.
You want to go to America and you want to go to Japan. All right, well, I tell you what, it was a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you guys do great things in the future. Just think positive, and I just always tell young people this: do not think about failure. Failure is part of success. Just when you fall down, now to get back up.
And do not let, when a door is closed, don't focus on that door.
Yeah.
You have a lot of things to see out there.
Look for the window.
And you have a lot of creatives a lot of ideas here that may want to be, but it's not what you end up doing sometimes.
Correct.
Sometimes you pick up something totally different and unrelated to your field that you wanted to. But you
Nothing
love
wrong
doing
with
it.
that.
You found it and you love doing it. Just go ahead and do it.
And by the
You know
way,
what I mean? So,
you are part of an era, right? Or you're part of a whole generation. So in terms of that, you are a group of individuals, young women, and networking is extremely important. So the job that you pick up could be connected to what she's doing, and the job that she's doing could be connected to what who don't know whatever don't know figure out if she don't know what she want to be now, but whatever she figure out, it could be connected to what she wants to do, and then you network, and you build your empire up. You know what I mean? We didn't have that back in our day because we didn't have cell phones and social media, and I had a landline phone and we had something called a directory.
Yeah.
A big book so to find somebody number.
A big padlock on the phone.
Yeah.
Big padlock on the phone.
When we out in public and we want to make a phone call, we gotta get shillings.
Yeah. Just about phone booth.
But ladies, enjoy the rest of the day. It was a pleasure hosting you guys, and we have all the best in the future.
Thank
all
you
right?
for having us.
No problem, no problem.
I'm smiling at chairs.
All right. So people, that's the Holy Faith Convent School. Some terrific young ladies here. Next generation stuff. They're gonna be out into the real world, paying bills sooner than they think. All right, all the bills that coming at you. Don't worry. Light bill, phone bill, water bill, rent, everything coming at you. Bill. All right, miss, take it easy. Okay, so that is the young ladies of Holy Faith Convent. X, we have a bright future, man.
Yeah, man. We have some
Could
nice,
we deny?
we have some
could we
nice
deny that?
creatives in the bunch.
Could anybody deny that after listening to some of the things that these young people aspiring to be?
Well, I guess so. We are in the right place, basically. And it's not them I worried about. You know me.
You ain't worried about them?
I don't worry about them.
So who you worried about?
They are already taken care of. They have parts, they have support systems, they have everything.
Right. It's the ones that don't.
Those that don't have it is what I worried about.
Yeah.
How we capturing them.
How we capturing
How we
those,
bringing them in the studio here. Them kind of thing.
You know, you mentioned something to me that was very well, there's real play RKG here, boy. Look, RKG in our next music video here about church. What? Oh, that's the one. That's the same one. Where, yeah. Yeah. But you tell me you're on 2 weeks vacation, so you tell me you'll lose some weight. Good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that.
Good luck with
All
that.
right. When you're married with children, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But you told me, you said, we had Serval.
Right.
And we have Holy Faith Convent, right? Mm-hmm. So we've seen two
broad end of the spectrum.
Yes, we've seen both sides of it, right?
Yep.
We had, I think with the Serval ladies, we had one that wanted to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
We had an aspirant to be a mechanic, things like that.
Draw the contrast.
Yes.
The contrast in how they think.
Yeah.
What kind of schools they go to and exposed to. Brings different ideologies and interests also.
That's right.
Right? So they have different thought processes and
aspirations.
how they get where they have to get and so on. But again, it's not these children or the Serval children I worried about. I worried about those that don't have anything.
The ones
nobody to bring them in a studio like this. Nobody to give them any words of wisdom. Nobody to guide them along the path. And it just existing when the day come.
Yeah, that's a scary thing.
Those are the youths we have to be concentrating on.
Yeah.
Because these here have mommy and daddy, and if they go wrong with mommy, daddy might pull them up wherever.
Right, because that was one of the most noticeable things. This group here, the first group and the second group,
right?
Their fathers very present,
right?
But with the Serval group,
no,
when we
no
asked
father,
about that,
one father alone, one father.
Only one jump out and say, yeah, my father is, and everybody else was like, no.
So comparing and contrasting that information, sometimes it's not the things that you say, sometimes the things that you don't say.
That you don't say, yeah.
You know what I mean? That you have to pick up on and run with it, because those are the information, or that is the information that will augur you well in terms of trying to figure out how to get in the youths and their minds. And these are the kind of conversation that we need.
Yeah.
You know, and these are the kind of children that we need to really understand where they're from. So that alone would let you know that the child that has nothing, that has no support system, no family, no nothing, 15, 16 years of age, where do they go from there?
Yeah.
Who helping them? One person might get in and say, good, you can well play sport, boy. Come out on an evening at 2 o'clock on this savannah, wherever. And the next thing you know, he's a big footballer.
Yeah.
What about those that didn't get that?
Yeah, understood.
Didn't get that.
And listen, there are many programs, there are many things happening, eh? I know, well, before the school came in, this guy brought up the whole My Lad situation when we were talking about that. And that but that is connected to a lot of what we're talking about now.
Because that was designed for at-risk youth. The same youth we're talking about.
Yes.
At-risk, the ones that lashing out, the ones that mommy have 3 and 4 children, she had to go to work and she can't leave. They're not close in ages, or they're close in ages and whatever, and she just can't handle 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
She just say, oh, go on silent for my lad. Go and sign up for my lad, and that might bring you back, kind of thing.
So remember in the States, something to in America, 2 days away out of a lot of things. There's plenty of them just join the military, you know.
Yeah, but and the other thing is, the government always have to be making decisions based on what they see.
Correct.
Not what they feel they know, or what they know, or what it has to be what they have seen on paper.
It's based
and
on empirical data.
And when it says that this program here is top heavy, this program here has too many programs, this program here has too little programs, this program here has whatever it is, they need to stop and adjust. And I keep telling my people, if you have continuous improvement and you have continual improvement, there's a stark difference between the both statements. Because in continual improvement, you institute a program, you go up to a point, you stop, check, balance, watch your KPIs, whatever, tweak, put in, take out, whatever you need to take out, and you go again.
Yeah.
And the curve start going up.
But
it is not a continuous thing going up and up and up.
Exactly. And I think it's being a bit sensationalized, the suspensionary program, because you're going to reassess things as you go along.
Yes. You have to.
It cannot be. When all you went to the poll and all you vote, and all you voted for something different, you cannot
be the same
you cannot
old, same
expect
old.
the different doesn't happen by doing the same damn thing.
Yep.
So a lot of things will be reassessed in this first year.
Mm-hmm.
That is par for the course. But it doesn't mean that anybody's being abandoned or ill-treated and things like that. That is nonsense talk. And if you want to buy into that because the opposition tell you so, just remember that it is the opposition that have you here.
Yep.
In the position that the country in right now. You understand? It is the opposition that spent $500 billion and still didn't solve your problems.
Yep.
In the ghetto.
And
right?
But you want this when they come in
I'm
a
just
year
saying.
and fix everything carte blanche. Right?
You understand? They spent $500 billion and it still had gangs. They spent $500 billion and it still had the highest murder rates in the country. They did all of that, you know, and you ain't asking yourself where that money went. Did it go to the right people? All right, we have these programs running. MyLat is one of them. Maybe MyLat is one of the programs that we're spending excessive amount of money on and it not reaching the right people, or we're not getting the proper results. And we have to make adjustments as we go. Stop and think. But we got Kyrie Roberts here, and he has brought a little light to the studio. Because he lighter than me and X. All right, so I'll tell you what, Kyrie Roberts is and here comes the 11 o'clock news. People. We'll be back when the third hour after this.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here,
shortly. Let me just get the opportunity to read a few messages that we got and a couple voice notes. So, one of our listeners noticed the following. No one want to be in agriculture or farming, right? Or a hotel owner. by the answers these kids giving, they need exposure to the world of work in the real world, right? IT tech, unionist, robotic engineer, building drones, aerospace, tourism. Government, no. Government needs to legalize a big brother and sister program in the private and public companies for the July-August holidays so the kids get exposure to work environment. So they will have options to make choices in the direction they would like to go by the time they leave school. Basic trades should be made mandatory in all schools. That is one. Two, to say that cuts to CPEP forestry, URP or the MyLad program is targeting black people has no real basis. Are you suggesting these programs were only for poor black people? The conversation should be about building the black community through education, skills development, entrepreneurship, home ownership, economic empowerment, and a mindset that creates generational wealth, not dependence on temporary handouts. We are worth far more than anyone tells us we are. Let's focus on creating opportunities that empower people to thrive, not just survive. All right. We have a note here. Let me just take in this note here.
On this thing. So when you want to bring in a lot of people, tourists, especially around festivals, they're going to face two huge hurdles. One is security, and the other one is housing. If they come to the airport as normal, they're pretty much going to disperse across the country. So then you'll have to provide security across the country for them. And as you can see, we are not able to do that for our own citizens. We're not going to be able to do that for tourists. Right? So what you want to do is sequester those persons in a safe place. A place you can control who goes in and who goes out. So Shagwamas bringing in tourists via cruise ships into a place where there are several military bases and we can control the way in and way out. That is one of the benefits of Shagwamas and cruise ships. The other problem you're going to face is housing. And what you'll have to do is build a whole set of hotel rooms. And you're going to have to beg international hotel chains to come here and set up like we were doing with Sanders and grant them all kind of concessions. But with cruise ships, you have to build absolutely none, zero. You could build 0 rooms and have 5 million people passing through every year because cruise ships are their own hotel rooms, right? And of course, when they land here, they come off the ship, they experience everything we want them to experience, Bacon Shack, Carnival, everything else, and they go back on the cruise ship in the night, right? And we were just talking about employment and people not looking for MyLAT and all these kind of things. No, we don't want MyLAT for people in Trinidad. We want employment. We want industry that needs high numbers of employment. And the better believe tourism is that. And right down there in Shagwamas, we have a school that the TTHDI that would train everybody working in that sector down there about proper behavior and everything else. You must have your certificate to work down in Shagwamas. And by the tens of thousands, you can have Trinidadians employed down there, earning a good wage and US tips, right? That is what I'm talking about.
Right, that's nice. Nobody there on the inside. Let me see what else you have here, boy.
Mr. X, good morning. Calling from New York. Mr. X, I want to correct you on that Bacon Shack statement you made where there's nowhere in the world as Bacon Shack. I can take you right to Twin City Roti Shop on Leopards Boulevard on 111th Street. And we have a Roti Shop style Bacon Shack. Twin City Roti Shop is the name of the Roti Shop. Mr. X. Okay, have a nice day.
But that's what X was saying. Yeah, that's what X was saying. X was saying, I think he misunderstood what you said, when you say it have nowhere else. What he was saying is that nobody don't make Bacon Shack unless they come from Trinidad. So they could
almost every island that you see Bacon Shack selling, bet your bottom dollar they'd have a Trinidadian ancestry behind it.
Yeah. In other words, you wouldn't get a Bajan
going and sell Bacon
any
Shack.
other part of the world selling Bacon Shack. You wouldn't get a Jamaican. You wouldn't get you understand? So it is something.
You see like how everywhere in the world you go, where a Jamaican is set up, it's peas and rice, oxtail, chicken, jerk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world you go, you know a Jamaican. But by the time you hear peas and rice,
Jamaica.
You know a Jamaica.
Yeah.
You can do what you want.
Jerk too.
Yeah. By the time you have jerk.
Yeah.
So long say you're Trinidadian.
And we in back with the joke too.
You just say Bacon Shack.
Yeah.
You just say Polori and you said doubles. And you just get that right in Trinity. City there. I talk about that just out there in Queens. That is the same people that was on the boulevard out in Trinity City here.
Right.
That used to sell the big doubles thing that used to come out on a weekend and thing. Right. Those are the same relatives that's selling it in Queens now. They set up their own shop in Queens.
Right.
But the one down on Downtown Brooklyn. Wait, Downtown Brooklyn name again? I forget the name of it. But Downtown Brooklyn have a place where they used to sell some Indian people that sell pie and bacon shack and polori and thing. They were also downtown too a couple of years ago. I don't know if they're still in operation, but I think they are.
Okay.
But those are things. The festival we had in England recently, bacon shack was being sold and people were like, what shack? They're like amazed shack selling.
All right. I'm gonna take in a couple more. This one came in early. Oh God.
Karma is so real because last week the fake pasta reported you all at Talk City to Tat. We'll take a good listen to what happened to him this week, and it's all because of karma, not Kamala.
Because I said somebody stole my phone, so I don't have Daniel's number. I'm supposed to call the shop different times, as I said, and somebody stole my phone. So I need a phone.
Wait a
Somebody steal phone. He begging the audience to buy phone for. Yes, what? The person said, what the person said in voice note last week now. He want to play like he want to report with a tat. But karma.
You lost your phone.
It's karma, not Kamala. But karma. Come back on here now. He said, listen to this. Listen to what happened to him this week. He got on the air about somebody stole my phone. I lost my phone. So right now I need a phone. I don't know where he working.
We not across the working?
I don't know. And you can't call him. He lost his phone. But he rocks so well. Let me hear this last one here.
Pleasant good morning. Stephan and Mr. X. Well, let me talk about something that, that's going on my mind as, them kids and them coming in. And, as you say, we put me back in some thoughts, how we could have better ourselves and things. But I'm making a suggestion, and maybe it'll work, or maybe it's not. It's just an idea of a solution of educational partner. Like in everything we do, you must have a team spirit, right? In other words, if in football, you have your team. Even you guys working there, you have your team, if one missing, you can fill in. Randomly, and you have your managers and whatever. Randomly, you will have one person doing something for himself, right? So the question is, if these kids and them could have group learning from early as primary school. So in other words, and somebody weak ones, and then you could mix them together and give them nice hero names, Black Panther and Superman and Wonder, all these different characters, and then have them as groups, and let them go off with the group. So in other words, then each of them will probably be learning from each other, because sometimes, as you rightfully say, Mr. X, they have some of them won't have the parents to help them when they go home and all them kind of thing. And when they come the next day, they just, nothing. But at least if they have a kind of group session where one can help one in an early stage, and you'll get them to bond together. You do that 4 days a week, and the fifth day you separate everyone and you have a test. I'm just using that as a guidance. But yeah, I think group learning is better than individual learning. That is my humble opinion. Lessons.
All right, man, no problem. Let's take a few calls. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry. 6224911. Let's go. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Stephan, after a little bit just now there was nobody. And he went on to say that my last, my part and them thing, how you don't need you don't need no handout, quote unquote. Yeah, he said handouts right now. And programs what they need is to learn to have sustainable jobs and this and that and all them things. But listen, PCC, it has youth right now who learn hairdressing and them things have their own hairdressing salon and making it outside.
Right.
The same youth you want to take off the street. It has youth who learn barber and learn all kind of different skills coming until now and they're employed,
right.
being fully employed and out of time and doing good for themselves. So what it is he's contradicting and talking about?
Well, he's talking about sustainable employment.
Talking about being training. He's talking about training and talking about jobs.
Listen, for entrepreneurship, owning your own saloon and them things, that is not sustainable employment.
Yeah, but let me ask you something. And I guarantee you cannot answer this question. Because I don't even know the answer to it. We would have to find out what percentage of people that pass through those programs come out with sustainable employment.
I know reading a document here, right?
I'm just asking.
If it turns out that all people bringing up Mylat, have no idea how it works, no idea of the cost, and no idea of its successes, right?
Yeah.
But we have no data to
Right.
say, well, X amount of people come into the system, X amount of people going out to know if it's working. Same thing as saying, continuous and continual improvement.
Right.
Right? Have you measured the program? is it costing the right amount to get the right value for it? And all these different
little things have to be taken into consideration. But just now, to the caller.
Not because
like I asked you, and I'm telling you can answer this question. What is the percentage of young people that pass through CCC or that pass through MyLat or any program that have come out of those programs with sustainable employment? What percentage of youths do you think?
All right.
We can't answer that, so we don't know.
Listen, Jim, allow me.
All right.
I don't have no formal empirical data to give you an exact, but from experience being on those in that field myself, I could tell you a great deal, at least more than 60%. Have been successful either joining thing or
yes, but what
your own business.
All right, having your own business. All of us get quotas when we were small too, and we came out good citizens. Some came out bad, some of us came out good, and all of us get quota till when we were younger.
Right.
But that doesn't mean it right. At the same time, $130,000 a year is what they are saying that it costs to put one student through MyLat.
One student, $130,000 a year.
This compares to $35,000 a year for students in normal school.
Yeah, now, let me close with this. X. I am not disputing what you said there or disagreeing with your reasoning with that value for money ratio. All I'm doing is just telling the callers who don't have a clue that calling and saying the program didn't do anything for no youth or anything.
Well, we didn't say that. We never said that. We never said that.
Listen, we have callers who share that sentiment.
Well, we are dispelling that ignorance.
Right.
We are dispelling that ignorance. We're not selling that. We're not saying that our program at all is not given value.
All right, man.
But
is
it value for money? And are we getting what we want out of the program?
Okay, the problem we having in the country, okay? Let me tell you what was the biggest problem.
About people talk, don't come on.
We don't wait. And then we have this whole emotional thing that when the Indian government in power, they just go and do all kind of things to black people. That is not true. That is not true. That is simply not true.
They would be more inclined to deal with Indian people along the board because that is their people basically who has been supporting them, but they have Africans that supporting them too.
Exactly.
That got things.
But the thing is, I am very sure that everybody who complaining, none of them don't know the cost. They don't know the cost per student. And if you ask them to describe what type of program MyLat is, they don't even know. You feel accurate to that?
Yeah, I would think so.
You think anybody could explain what they does do in MyLat?
They are using the analogy that it helping build barbers and it went right, fine, no problem. But we are saying that if it is costing too much or we are not getting value for money, which means more people can get into the program and it brings out a proper result, that is fine.
That is fine.
But they must have gone through, the technocrats must have gone through the books, watch how the thing going,
exactly.
Watch how much money spending, are we getting money, a value for money in terms of how we treat with this situation. So we can't just be spending money while all over the place, especially in this hard cover season.
Also, is it having a positive social effect? Right? In other words, is it is it serving as a tool? Well, I don't want to use the term tool, but is the program contributing towards a positive social direction? Right? Are we seeing a decline in criminal activity or crime?
Well, that's why I said
because these programs exist.
That's why I gave him
a lot of measuring sticks.
That is why I gave him the analogy. All of us got quotas when we were smaller.
Yeah, all of we got licks when we were small.
That don't mean it right.
Exactly.
And some of us turned out very well in society.
Yeah, and some of us didn't. Morning. Oh God, one there. Yeah, morning.
Hello, X.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, X, and morning, Mr. Stephan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Now, I hear all your program there and I listened to this last conversation. But I want to ask Stephan and X, who is the people responsible for how the taxpayers' money spending, what program we have, what it benefiting, how much children pass, how much children if it fail, if it didn't make. Who responsible for that? Not the people who we elected in office as a government to run a country.
Yes.
Right.
Nice. Right. So asking me about NILET, NIMAT, or wait name, how it spend, how much people is, how much people that. Me ain't gonna know that, but how people was getting paid to report. This is the problem right now in Jamaica. The problem right now in Jamaica, what they're protesting about, is people, the government doing things first, and then coming after and telling the nation, when the nation, like I hear Mr. say something this morning on our program, and it's the truth. You have to let people know we must be part of it as citizens.
Well,
we have to be part of it.
Well, we can't do anything about the communication because we have talked ad nauseum about the communication of the government.
We agree with that.
We agree with that. You know what I mean? But
X, and let me tell you another thing here now. Why I'm joking? We had 3 ministers of housing.
Oh God, oh God.
You must follow God. We had 3 ministers of housing. I a citizen of this country. I contribute to the AGC for 48 years and more. What is the policy that all you have to carry in an AGC where you have no money? You send home people, no money, so we're supposed to be saving money by the labor, but still it have people coming in. Okay, right. What is the program to take? Because you see, this no money thing, to me, like, if we don't really get a better days with oil or with money, the whole country has to shut down and everybody are dead.
No, it doesn't mean that. We
must have a future plan.
It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that at all. Because at the
end
of the day...
to me, when I see what's going on with Torre, where he developing a country for his people and have a program for the future, I in Trinidad here are saying,
where you getting the
what
money?
Is the future
where
for we
where is he
see
getting?
here?
Where is
All
he
you
getting?
know say,
Where is he
them
getting
youths
his?
and them
Hold on. Where is he getting his money from? Do you know?
Listen to me now. We have to have things in place.
Do you know where?
We must
Do you know where?
We have no money because money or no money we have.
Malcolm X.
You make a statement as a point of as in terms of a point of discussion. You are making a statement. So X is asking you a question based on that statement you're making.
Do you know the history? Do you know the history of Burkina Faso?
Partner, all I know, the French and the British was teaching all their wealth and had them suffering.
All right, that's one, right? So what did he do? How he come into power?
With a revolution.
All right, he came into power with a revolution. And how is he getting his money now to do the things that he's doing now?
From the resources where France and all of them was developing them country with and leaving them country to suffer.
Lovely. Right? So he's getting resources from there, from his natural minerals that is in the ground, right? Right. Where the French was exploiting and paying pennies on the dollar to get it, right? They were paying pennies on the dollar to get it, right? Fair?
Correct.
Fair. Yeah, I'm listening to him.
Right.
Look, so I will listen off here, but remember we have resources here too, eh?
No.
Yeah, but
I will listen off here.
Oh, God. All right, go ahead, X. Go ahead. Make your point.
You don't understand where he's getting his money, where he's getting his protection, how he's able to do what he's doing. Don't just put this guy like he's the savior he's doing good things. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying no. But in the Sahel region, he has bring his people together and say no exploiting of our resources anymore.
Right.
You're not paying no pennies or no dollar to get nothing here. No uranium. No, all the other resources, what you call it, diamonds, diamonds, it have other, oh God, I'll get short memory these days, but I'll go and check my head, yes, right?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he has made sure that they're not getting what they normally get under bullying tactics.
Right.
So you run all of them, and he say, we're going to win the Sahel region, we're going to keep our resources and sell it for what it's worth. And the money that I get, I am going to use that to develop my nation, which is fine. Because he have millions of dollars now. Millions of dollars to do what, and plus he has Russia's support. Right? So I don't want to paint the picture that he's the be all and end all. He's doing well. He's advancing his nation, looking at and he working for a military salary. The same salary. He ain't getting no salary from the government and wherever. Yeah. Right. That is fine. That is good examples. But he has the money to do it.
Yeah.
Right? But he's also taking the money, the same half a trillion dollars that these suckers and them take out of the treasury and gave you all nothing at the ground floor. But all the quarreling but a government that come in for a year to get things. All these wicked people, boy.
Chicago. Morning.
Hello, good morning, Stephan. Good morning, Mr. X. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man.
You know $135,000 per year is 2.5 years tuition at the University of the West Indies?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we know that very well.
So check that out. Just check that.
And why that may be a little more, because it's at risk youth, is a little more work and effort in the post.
Not
$100,000 more. Don't mama guy with that.
Yeah, let me share one thing with you. There's a calypso I've been hearing and listening. First I was hearing it, but then I started listening to it. Africans for sale. Anybody you ever pay any attention to that calypso and the vicinity of that calypso?
Yeah, time with them and them chop it out.
I've heard it.
Them ain't coming to my space of them noise, you know. Them ain't coming to my space of them noise.
But it have a Koki station that use it as a national anthem.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Race
is one of the tools that they use. That is why when NAR came in, I remember as a little fella, it's parallel systems they had to form because the PNMs had to isolate themselves and close ranks in those ministries in the different positions to try to stamp them out, you know.
Yeah, that's our morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, man.
One thing the caller didn't say is that Burkina Faso, the citizens are volunteering from 8 in the morning to 4 in the evening to build highways and work on the thing without pay.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
They're working without pay, the citizens of Burkina Faso, so they could help develop the country. Which Trinidadian is willing to do that?
None.
So they could build a country?
They want to sit on the block and smoke a big weed.
None.
Smoke a big weed in their mouth and drink a punchin. And come and talk us that damn stupidness for people here.
You see?
Right.
Yeah. All right, caller. Thanks a lot. You see, there's the problem. I'm going to tell you the problem. The problem is we are yet only not understanding what progresses look like. Because you never see it.
Yeah, you never see it.
Yeah, where's progress for you? Just like how the caller calling earlier, CPEP and URP.
They go and push a card every 40 and get free money.
I said a short-term handout work through a program that had more ghosts than actual employment. Where your taxpayers' dollars were just going in, man was just collecting a pay. This one collecting a sanchi on the next side, so as a percentage of the salary that you're supposed to get, and they call that help.
Yeah.
Right? Man getting big kickbacks for contract that given out. The funding of criminal enterprises, and so on and so forth. That progress for you. That is what you understand as progress. When you come in to a business, follow me here, forget country. We're talking about a business. If someone has a business, or if you have a business, and your business has gone bankrupt because X has managed it poorly, you get X business to manage, and X managed the business so poor that he spent more money that he was making, and the business gone bankrupt, and you decide to fire X, and you say, Stephan, I want you to manage the business for me. Take the work. From the time I take that job, I accept a headache.
Right.
Because I am going into a business that has been failing over a period of time because the person before mismanaged the business. I put it in simple terms so they could understand. Because like all they can understand it from a country level and a governance level. So we could use it from a business model level. Right? What I have to do when I come into that business is I have to go through all the books. because I have to come to an understanding as to why the business was failing. I don't just walk into the business and say it's business as usual.
And run it the same way that
and
it
run
was
it the
running
same way. It don't work so. And if you own that business, you wouldn't want me to do that. You would ask me if I was a madman.
Yep. Because,
So I have
you
to-
want the dividends at the end of the quarter.
Correct.
Or year.
Because you want to turn your business around. That's the reason why you fire X. So when I come in now and I start to go through the books and I say, but wait, we're spending too much money here. We're spending too much money here. We had too much people doing this work. We're using 5 people to do this work that 2 people could do. So we had to Lego 3 and we had to cut costs here, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, right?
Right.
So I go through top to bottom.
And on top of that, you have to put people in the positions who have your same ideology.
That's right. So-
Not people who are the former
Right.
employer ideologies as to how they was running things
Exactly.
and running it into the ground.
So I have to bring people around me now who have the same vision that I have, who understands my vision in terms of making certain sacrifices. Some people might have to get a pay cut.
Yep.
Because the business is failing. It has failed. So we have to start to make money now. So I now have to restructure the way that business is done. And in doing so, not everybody gonna be happy.
Change will hurt.
That's right.
Change will
But
hurt.
as I restructure the business and I turn it around, and the business becomes profitable again, now I need to hire more staff because now I need to expand because business going good. Right? We fulfilling supply and demand. So now the business is prospering, so now I can take on more employees. But that don't happen in 24 hours.
Well,
that is a process.
I don't know what I'm expecting in a year.
I will hold on.
In 7
I will
months.
explain it. For those of you who don't understand the business model now, and you don't understand the governance model, I go bring it in your house now. You're living in a house.
And this is what Rambles don't tell all you.
They don't tell all this
This is what
nonsense and they
Rambles
be
don't tell all
talking. You're living in a house. You, all who listen to the program, all who talking about they shutting down my lot and they targeting black people and wherever that nonsense talk because the opposition put that in all your head now. Right? Because it's easy for them to
sell that.
contaminate all your brains. Because bring it home by you now. You living in a house. You and your wife. Your wife is responsible, good, for the financial affairs of the house.
Right.
So your total income is $15,000 per month. I put it up at the exorbitant figure.
You're spending 17.
But the wife, yeah, what happened to she now? She making less groceries and she's spending more money on she here.
Yeah.
And accessories.
And she's spending more than what the budget is.
Right, and all of that, right? So she mismanaging the financial affairs of the home. And here what I'm telling you now, you're running to debts. Good.
That's the can't see no money to pay.
So you're running to debts now. So you're in the minus. So now you have your monthly bills to pay. Plus, you have to service the debt that you're owing
that you're
to the
owing,
financial institutions, right?
Yep.
So you're running at a minus. What do? Do you continue to spend that kind of money?
Spend that kind of money.
Or do you say, hey, you need to cut back? If you're going to the hairdresser
3 times a week, you're going once.
You're going once.
Yeah.
And we're saving that money here,
If
and
you're
that
doing
money
your
now will
nails.
go towards something else.
Yeah.
You have to make adjustments.
Yep.
Because you have to service your debt. Because we forget, the PNM didn't just spend $500 billion, you know. They spent $500 billion and they still
owing people
dig a
all
hole.
over the place. 30 million and 20 million.
Right.
And all kind of mad thing they owe
So
people.
they still dig a hole of debts that has to be serviced. So I am asking you as the homeowner, what would you do? Would you still go on a vacation although you can't afford it?
Making 15 and spending 17.
You go buy a Mercedes Benz when you only have aqua money? What you go do? What you go do? You go tell your child here you could get our Jordans, but it has school books to buy? What would you do? And this is the basic understanding that people just, I don't know, like all they can't understand it.
No, they can't understand it. They don't want to understand it. They're playing the damn fool.
Right. Now, when you make
That's what's going on.
when you make these cutbacks and these adjustments in your home, eventually you're going to clear off your debt. And when you don't have your debt to service,
And there's going to come a time when you're going to be able to relax.
that's right. You're going to bring it back into a position where the home is now comfortable. You have cleared your debt. You have a better understanding of how to budget and manage your money. You understand? It's not a runaway train. But you cannot get there without making adjustments.
Because Khadija said it best in the parliament.
Boy.
She said about X amount of millions of dollars all you're owing. You understand? We had to service that debt, plus come up with more money to pay. Plus money for development, and so on and so
but
on.
the population don't want to hear that, you know.
Nah, they don't want to hear that.
Is blame the current administration. They're targeting black people. All they listening to that conversation, they're taking away your freedom. They're targeting black people. They're taking away your rights. Oh God, it's a police state. It only become all of a sudden it's a police state because certain people get locked up. All you're going to listen to Larry Lala, that big waste of time.
Yeah, big
right?
Clong.
Listen to the conversation that they're putting in your head. You understand what I'm telling you? And ask yourself, but wait. If the country, if the last manager spent all that money,
in that space of time, in that 10 years, and not 1 year.
In 10 years.
Not 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years, and 10 years.
And my road's still in fix. And we still have a gang problem. And we had all that crime. And nothing in fixing the country, and it's still our ghettos. And we still are at-risk youths. And all of these things still exist. Despite all that money spending and borrowed money too. That's the people I really want to be listening to.
Point taken.
All these mad people are. Morning.
Yeah, morning. You see, a lot of people not saying what is going on with the program, but the program have to be structured. I tell you what is I know. It has some of them going in the program for the stipend. You know what I'm telling you? Because when they come back out, they are doing nothing at all. Some of them on the block, doing grocery. Sometimes when they get the money, they're lying and blinking on a Friday.
Were you trying to tell me that ghost in Myla too?
No, what I'm saying is some of them who go into the program, they go into the program, they end up getting a stipend.
Yeah, they get a stipend.
Yeah.
Right. They're going some of them for the stipend.
Well, all right, caller, all right. Let's say that's the case. Hence the reason why we saying what we saying. You see, nobody care about that, you know. Nobody know about that. Nobody might know about that. The people who talking might know about that. And then it's only people who might know and they're comfortable with it, so.
She's
not going on.
And funny enough, right, the managers at the time were pocketing money for the children, the wife, wherever companies they had, they was making sure that them fortified against the whole system.
Yeah, thanks a lot, caller. Thanks a lot.
So even though all the millions were spending, a proper million went into the 10 at the top and pocket.
X, this is why we ask them. But when we ask them, they get vexed.
Yeah.
What all you want? All you want progress or all you want short-term handouts? Wait is all you want. You want to be an entrepreneur? You want home ownership? Or you want subsidized housing for the rest of your life? Wait is you want. What you want? We ask that. And all you get vexed.
We had a refinery that was bringing Forex.
They shut down.
that.
Let me don't even start with that.
They shut down that. And then coming to tell you about weaning yourself off a government and ride coal pot and ride bike. And all kind of thing.
And them know everything we're good for the energy sector now.
Yeah.
Look, this one, Stuart Young. Stuart Young doing video all kind of thing with the Meta Next thing, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on them and just mention this to all you. There is an article, you could go and read it. It is in the business part of, the Guardian. But nevertheless, NGC's earnings could increase with Metanex shutdown.
But they want a price that's suiting them.
That's suiting them. And they want to make an issue and say this government can negotiate. When Hilton was ready to pack up and leave, who was to come and negotiate to keep Hilton here?
And a year agreement, 24 to 25. They done crash already and gone to 25.
And gone. When the UK was saying, hey, we have a problem with asylum seekers. All your criminals coming over here and seeking asylum. We need this address.
Let me put a visa restriction in place.
Why they didn't negotiate it? Why? And they're so good at negotiating, but yet the UK come and drop a visa requirement and we prefer. And them is the people only want to listen to. Central Bank Governor Larry Hawaii has dismissed concerns of an impending foreign exchange crunch following Methanex Corporation's announcement on Tuesday that it will indefinitely idle its Titan methanol plant, revealing that a strategic diversion of natural gas will actually boost state revenues.
Rubbish.
No, this is what he's saying. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Rubbish.
Right? The decision by Canada-based Methanex to mothball the 860,000 ton per annum capacity Titan plant on the Point Lisa's industrial estate came after the global energy giant failed to secure a commercially viable long-term natural gas supply contract with wholly state-owned NGC ahead of its third quarter 2026 expiration. They're saying supply. It is not a supply issue. NGC put that out. It is a negotiation, a gas price issue.
Just like a bad parent. They only beating you and correcting you all the time, but at the ending of it, you come out a doctor or a lawyer or some big tradesman or something, and you're like, yeah, but you was right, you know. You was right. That way you're saying at the end, yeah, you was right.
Yeah, you was right.
You was right. You was on the right path. I was getting my licks and thing, and I didn't know why, but it ended up paying off at the end.
Let me tell you something. I just can't understand the mentality. I don't know, boy. Sometimes I just wake up on a morning and say, boy, oh God, boy, me, I really would go into work, boy. Because you're talking, you're trying to show people sense. You're being sensible, you're being logical. You understand what I'm saying? You're trying to be as fair as possible.
The reason why critically thinking.
Yeah, but the reason why I just licks the PNM so is because look at the last 10 years. But even more than the 10 years, look at their governance style.
Yeah.
From whence they came. They create ghettos. What are you telling me about?
Instead of curbing them, they create it.
They create ghettos.
In the whole east-west corridor. Not just one area, the whole east-west corridor.
And man just want to tell me about, boy, look now. I don't know now. I really don't know. Let me take another one here. Morning.
Morning.
One
second. I'm take another. Yeah, morning.
Yes, I. Go ahead.
So, let me give you a little idea, right? So, we're saying it costing $150,000 to put one student through MILAT, right?
Yeah.
You think it might be better if you take that $150,000, sit down with that youth, find out what you want to do in your life, and then start a business with that $150,000?
Well,
no.
A
couple of them who have the right, the same idea.
No. Hold on. It doesn't take money alone to run a business. Right?
And it's not about a business either.
But you have to have, let me tell you something. You have to have the
support systems that are needed around you. You have lots, the things that we have to, let me break down what support systems are. Support systems is a grandmother. Support systems is a babysitting scheme. A support system is somebody coming into your life and saying, yeah, what's going on? I feel you're good. Let me get you a try at this and give you a start in a business to groom your trade. Somebody to tell you what's going on. Let me give you something to build, either mechanically or woodwork wise or whatever it is.
It's more than just taking 150,000 and saying, I look at business. It doesn't.
You see, the point I really want to get across is this, right? We have a lot of these programs. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We're hearing you.
Yeah. We have a lot of these programs. And it's our whole saying, how many persons does it take to change a light bulb? It takes 5 persons or only one.
Only one.
But yet still, and how many persons does it take to manage that one person to change that light bulb?
Right, a little bit, not
and we
plenty.
have to look at half the time, the majority of the money being spent. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. The majority of the money being spent
is
spent on managers and not on where it should really be going.
And duplicating work too.
You understand? Yeah. And you're having 4 and 5 programs.
Doing the same thing.
Doing almost the same thing. And you're having You're having the same amount of managers in every program doing the same thing. And it's, to me, that is money going down the drain. We need to start running Trinidad and Tobago like how Toyota does run the company. If we run Trinidad and Tobago like Toyota, hear what happening. You know what's going on? It's flying like a bullet in the next 3 years.
All right, man.
All right, take care, Pat.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
While it's like a business, there are things that should be subsidized in the country. We understand that because the greater need is much more than the money we're going to spend on it.
Listen,
so
it is a business.
Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago is $100 billion a year business.
Right.
Good? And we have to start treating it as a business now. Albeit that a government and a business is structured differently.
Right.
Right? Because a government is also responsible for filling the gaps and subsidizing certain things.
But the adversarial politics is what has caused the problems where that is concerned. And that is and we have performed something for that scenario where we get rid of we get rid of that adversarial politics by having different people in different places. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, brothers, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man.
All I have to understand is, right? These people, right? These plagues that we have. When I say plagues, I mean people with who just love the PNM, right? It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what this government do. They believe the UNC government, no matter what the UNC government do, it will never be good enough for them. They are comfortable living under PNM policies. It's like, you know the movie Django with Stephen?
Yeah, I know Django.
Right? They don't matter. They love the PNM. You understand? They love the PNM. PNM could treat them like a dog. Look for the last 10 years and more. That was cool. Everything was cool. Right? They was going about their daily lives and they was paying it between the legs.
Yeah.
You understand? And wasn't complaining. Everything was good. Because they love the PNM. PNM with a stupid stick, they will still vote the PNM. Because, you see, they don't look at the group of children that came in this morning. Right? You realize their tone and it's different from the last bunch that came in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We need to be in our children's lives. We need to support our children. Right?
Yeah.
And this is the problem. This is how crime is starting. Crime is start from primary school going to secondary school. The same people that you went to school with 9 out of 10 times are the same people and fellas, and they must be born in a community, you know. If you're born in what I'm saying, you understand? We need, and this is the problem. And let me call a spade a spade. Black people, most of the time, they're not in the children's lives. They need to support your children as the best of your ability. You understand? Not throw it on the teachers, not throw it on the government.
Right.
You understand?
All right. Yeah,
At
man.
the end of the day, we need change. All right?
All right, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, but and thanks a lot, yeah. And change doesn't come easy. Change doesn't come without pain. Change doesn't come without adjustment. Change doesn't come without a little pressure. Now, we could sit down here and we could say, and we could debate, and it is within reason. We quite like to be a reasonable fella. It is within reason to think or to perceive that the people on the lower end of the economic ladder are making these sacrifices. Now, if that is the case, or that is the perception, not if that is the perception. If that is the case, I would never agree with that. Okay? However, we have to admit, there is a reason why people sit at the bottom end of the ladder. Because they're not a lot of them not qualified, and this is across the board. It have people of African descent that not qualified for certain jobs. It have people of Indo-Trinidadian descent that is not qualified. They just have no qualifications because the education system, either they failed that education or the education system failed them, or the home failed them. Something failed them while they were coming up, while they were growing up, right? And they do not have the education. Right? I'm not going to use the word illiterate and that kind of thing. They just don't have the education. They don't have the qualifications needed to get into a certain sector or a certain job. So what happens to them? they end up on the sidelines looking and hoping for a government program and a handout. And you cannot escape that in any society. Any society would have that. All societies have that. Right? That is par for the course.
Yeah, racket is not subsidies, eh?
And racket, that's right. Because what I was now saying, I know you went out and you come back in. What I'm saying is, it could be perceived the reality could be that the people on the lower end of the economic ladder are the ones that are feeling the pinch the most because they are the ones that are on pause right now. Good? And I don't necessarily agree with that because the vulnerable needs help as soon as possible, and you can't make the poor poorer by having them on pause, right? Or that's a standstill. However, I was making the point that there's a reason for that. The people at the lower end of the economic ladder are there because they are not qualified to get in where they could fit in. So they have to resort now to holding on and waiting on a handout.
I'll give you a story on that, but no, I can't.
We'll have a break. Well, we have a break to take, We might have a 5 minutes later to get our story, All right, let me take the break. All the whole some shrine, but let me start to think now. We thinking.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, and advertising expensive.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR victories, analysis.
More minutes and then we out of here. X, you want to give the story or you don't want to give the story?
No, well, I'll try to keep it as real as possible.
All right,
right? I would try to get in certain people in certain places, right? They are worthy, they have experience and whatever, but they don't have the passes. So that creates a stumbling block for people like those, right? And those same people would go wherever they get in it, they would take it in terms of a hustle to make $1. So, and picture it, have thousands of them out there that fall into that bracket, right? I just have my down times, but I have my qualification and my passes and my experience that gets me what I want. So I just use it to get what I want. I don't use my degree or my several international qualification, a whole long list I have. Right. Lola, ISO 14001, all kind of different things. I have all of those things.
But and you could get in and fit in
where I need it.
Depending because you have the qualifications, right?
But I use it when I need it, But other than that, I don't really go around telling people I have a degree and that this and went to school here and when I don't go around telling people and no cap modeling on Facebook. Graduation cap and gone. Although I never graduated, but I never went to the formal ceremony. That is.
Well, we never got graduation in churches. Our class.
Oh, okay. Well, when I did I did mine in Scotland. I did part here and part in Scotland. Okay. So when I was in Scotland, I got the opportunity to graduate over there and didn't go.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a whole long set. No, I come back before was graduation. When was out there, I came back before the graduation to Trinidad. So it was a kind of, but I don't use that like that. I use it when I need it. When I need it, I show people my qualifications and things. But I don't use it as a crutch to say, well, you know, you go help me to get something. You know, so go outside there and educate yourself. Get us experience. I have 22 years in the oil industry. I have several international qualifications. I have a degree. I have everything that an employer needs.
Yeah.
I could have gone and apply for Heritage HSC advisor recently, wherever, but I don't want a 9-to-5 job.
No.
At least at this stage of my life, you know. So it's kind of difficult. But for the average Joe, you know, I would identify with them as normal and thing, but I am my qualifications, but I can get thing, but I can use it if I want.
Right, and this is.
But if you don't have it,
you have to hold on. What you gonna do? Wait. In the hard times,
go and nick
hold
some
on.
card, go and nick
It's
some
songing
card.
harsh. It's songing harsh. I know people criticize me for saying that, but if you do not have it, that means you cannot get in and fit in anywhere.
Yeah, you can't get in and fit in.
So, all right. So,
they're going to nick some card.
Right. So what should we be doing? Should we be facilitating those persons in a cycle of being not qualified in anything, or should we move them to a place of saying, listen, we could offer you employment at a higher rate,
right?
Like the NPOPs program,
Right.
where we will increase your salary from 79 to 209.
Right.
The program
And
will
you
be
get
expanded,
trained,
I believe.
And you start off with training and disaster management. So
Good.
you know about fire trails, you know about all
Right.
the different tools and them.
And you could run those programs to them. But
yeah.
here's the thing. At $79 a day, you cannot put away savings to do no course.
Yeah.
But at $209 a day, I could say, well, all right. I could put $50 away every day.
$100 a day, yeah.
Right? And I could save towards doing something that is going to put me in a better position with some sort of trade or qualification to back me up so that in the event, not in the event, because you should want to move on from a program like that
Right.
and make way for somebody else. It should never be a permanency like what CPEP and them was encouraged to become. So, all right, I'm going to do my course and I'm going to be responsible because I'm responsible for myself.
You responsible for you.
I had to be dependent.
Yeah.
Independent. You understand? And move away from dependency. Should we not try to move people in that direction? Because it's sounding like people just want to stay in the same circle of being dependent and just glad and satisfied with a bottom rung program that paying them $79 a day. Don't give me that.
Yep.
We have to move past that. And if you're not on that train of progress, then something wrong with you.
And funny enough, a lot of them have taken that same $79 and sent children to university.
Exactly.
That have come out lawyers and
so
doctors.
now you could
and
do a
all
little
that
more with the
thing,
209.
Yeah.
And the program will be expanded in time.
Yeah.
I believe very, very soon. By the next budget, I think they're going to open up the program.
Yep.
And it is unfortunate that some people have to sit there and they have to wait. But that is what happens when you're not qualified, that you can't fit in anywhere else. And then you have too much pride. You don't want to do certain work. You ain't qualified to do people damn work, you know, but you ain't want to do, you ain't want to hustle now. That beneath you. And look, we had the 12 o'clock news. Anyhow, say it quick.
Evening of minds have a genius of expressing the obvious. Stop walking around the town with your blinkers on as you just may run into a post. Have a good day, TNT. Mind your business.
Until tomorrow, here comes your news at noon.